consistent mainstay for Vancouver, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so think back to Neptune's history back in Cold War. He was on Florida, then Vanguard went over to New York, and then LAG was his last team in MW2. I'm a big fan of players like sort of paying their dues. He didn't have success in the CDL, but he went back down Challengers, wins the first Elite this year, looks incredible, and now he's getting another opportunity.
All right.
And he's a fast-paced player. SMG can get in your face, make huge plays, and I remember
we are live once again. Just got to tweet out the stream.
Dynamic for this roster, and when you look back at their team, like Hicks was underperforming. He wasn't playing good, right? So, like, if Neptune come in and just even marginally improve them in the respawn, they get a lot better.
I mean, how good is this guy?
I mean, he's good. The problem is with Neptune, whenever we watch him, was the inconsistency, I felt like, as a player. So, again, it's the big question marks of what he did back in Challengers. But you want to add some slang. He has a 1.11 and a 1.25 in Search and Destroy. So, hey, hopefully we'll get better at 2s and 5s.
That is against Challengers players. And remember, you can watch the Challengers action.
How is everybody doing today?
Duo, Call of Duty League and Challengers, the path to pro. Perfect duo. You can watch it over on COD Challengers YouTube channel. Nameless, though, let's talk about something special here. It's one of my favorite segments. We like to call Hidden Heroes. Today, what is it? Perfect partner?
My heartthrob.
Major one heartthrobs. Let's get into it.
Do I get to go first?
You get to choose one of these 4. Do you have a feeling you can identify one of these players based on 3 facts?
Ooh.
Give me a second here. Beat out the Rencor, bottom right.
No, you took the one I was going to do.
And hey, I can do 2 of them. Hold on.
Is it lucky?
Let's start in the bottom right. Is it Rancor?
That's Rencor, bro.
Hey, Hoodie.
Man, achieve best career finish, 1v2 clutch.
Chilling? Good, good. We love to hear that.
This interview was amazing, too.
We got ourselves a game day. Happy for that.
Yes, you did.
Y'all are weak.
I saw you cry.
You had one.
I'm invincible.
You had one gangsta tier, I saw it.
These fans, though, they definitely poured out their passion. Rancor letting everyone know in Spain how much it meant to the team from Miami. And honestly, if you look at his gameplay, I don't think we've seen a rookie performance.
Sorry,
like this
just getting the tweet out.
Yeah, I mean, I think the league and the community, everybody should start to make a star out of this guy. One, he's amazing on the mic.
Yeah,
2,
I love the white
like,
jersey. The white jersey is gas.
What we learned was in Search and Destroy, he can clutch up when it matters.
I love the white jersey.
We all love Rancor. Allie, who do you like here in our Major One Heartthrobs?
I think bottom left.
Yo, what's up, Real?
That's TJ.
TJ?
How's it going?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Crazy.
Let's hear about
How's all the audio sounding and stuff today? I don't know if the game, or not the game, but the YouTube sounds a little loud.
How did he play at the Major, Allie?
He played so good. It's been so heartbreaking for TJ because this has been some of the best performances that we have seen.
Yeah, I'm ready for the match, man. I mean,
literal years. But
this should be
it's only been one major,
I feel like a pretty handed win for the Thieves. Knock on wood, obviously. We played well against them at the Major, and I think we proved that we look a lot better than what people thought the Thieves would look. So I think we should be all right. But obviously Carolina is a really good team, so, and I think Vivid might have 2 eyes again, so that might make things a little difficult for us. Audio is good. Okay, perfect.
Hardpoint's got to be simp, right? It has to be one of the FaZe players.
I am gonna mute it real quick though, because we do have maps and modes. So I do want to cover those real quick. We got ourselves Vault Hardpoint to start off, Hacienda S&D, Protocol Control, Hacienda Hardpoint, and Protocol Search. Really, I feel like we haven't gotten to see a ton of Vault from us, I feel like. At least I don't remember a lot of Vault. Maybe that's just because it's Vault and it's like, I feel like the most played map in the league. But I think we should be good, like hardpoint wise. We showed how good we can be on hardpoint. Search and destroys are obviously the big things that we have to kind of look out for. I think that's going to be the biggest concern today. That's what we want to see the most improvement on. Our Hacienda search though has looked pretty solid. So like out of all the maps, I feel like Hacienda Search, I feel like we would be okay at. Protocol Control, we looked really good at Protocol Control. We beat FaZe on it. So they're the best control team in the game, and we were able to beat them on that. I feel like this should go our way. And then Hacienda Hardpoint, we've had our ups and downs throughout the season, but I mean, when we played Hacienda on LAN, we looked pretty good. We should have beat FaZe twice on it, if we're being honest. I think the Thieves kind of made some mistakes towards the end of their first match on Hacienda against FaZe. So I think that should be in our favor as well. And then Protocol Search, we really haven't seen a ton of Protocol Search from the Thieves, I don't think. This one, I feel like could be a little bit more of a toss-up, but I think depending on how Envoy and Hydra are doing when it comes to kind of like the First Bloods, I feel like Protocol is a really good map for that. Whereas Hacienda, I feel like, is definitely going to play more into like the ARs when it comes to Search. It's kind of opposite. Like when you play Hacienda Control, that's a lot more of a subs paradise. But when you're playing Search, it seems like it's definitely better for the AR players. So we'll have to see how that ends up going. But I still think the Thieves take this one 3-1. I think if anything, we lose the Search. Again, I don't think we lose a hard point though. Ideally, honestly, I would prefer to see us win both the hard points and the Search and then maybe lose the control. That's what I would like. I mean, I would like to see us 3-0, just not lose a map. But like if we're going to lose a map, I would rather see us win the Search because that shows kind of like some of the improvements. You know what I mean? It's not 3-0. It's probably going to be a 3-1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ravens do good online. True. That is true. And the Thieves kind of struggled a little bit online as well. So, you know, that could make things a little difficult for us as well. All right. Looks like we're hopping back into this already. Pretty early on here.
Make sure we're counting names, listening to each other. Listen. This time, we take everything.
Our Major 2 qualifiers kick off right now with a big matchup. This is a battle between two top 4 teams, Carolina Royal Ravens taking on LA Thieves. And we should start with the Thieves squad that went to a round 11. The distance, a Game 7 against Atlanta. We were one round away from calling them our champs.
And it's so heartbreaking because Scrap says that he'll have to let you win once because Search and Destroy just could not pull them through for the major, and that's going to be their biggest focus throughout the entirety of this
I love the
play.
music that comes along with these heart wipes. Thank you, production. Let's talk a little bit about the Thieves, though. Why is this such a lovable lineup, Nameless?
Yeah, I mean, well, one, their response is absolutely incredible. When you think back to the match that they had early on in the major versus Carolina, beat them 250 to 60 something.
Sorry, we were getting that tweet about the
we'll say the Search and Destroy, it's worrisome. 3-7 in their last 10. You see in highlights
about the maps and modes. We were getting that posted and updated.
Right? So that is the sole focus. It's the reason they lost finals. And in any series where they
good luck. Thank you, Real.
They're going to be focusing on that throughout this entire split.
You guys play FaZe this weekend, right?
Continue their winning ways. Will they be able
Is
to
that
start
today?
with a 3-0? They've been dominant in the respawns recently.
Thoughts on the GAs?
Give them a run in the hard
Honestly, like
I don't know about getting them
I don't-
around hard points today, not from recency bias.
I don't know.
but
Like,
they kinda
I
need
feel
to on the
like-
side of Carolina, 'cause you went
I
from
feel
one
like
of
the
the
GAs
best
are kind of
hard-point teams in the game to coming up
in
to
an
the major
interesting
and
spot.
getting a 100-point
Like,
club by this team. So this is not only
obviously,
a revenge match.
we're at a point where,
I'm trying to build
like,
them up here.
Yeah, I mean,
this is something that the league has to do to try and like balance the game a little bit. But there's certain things that I just feel like are kind of silly. Like I was talking about it on Twitter with somebody, and ideally I think if we could get like a 3-gun meta, that would be kind of cool. The guy was saying that he doesn't think that there's such thing as like a 3-gun meta, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with, but I think
You had to say it before you could set him up, Chris.
I think it's better that they're not just straight up getting rid of the sub, because I didn't think that would be the answer either. So I'm glad they're not doing that. But I mean, I played with the new barrel. I believe I was playing with it last night, and like I was shooting just fine. And I'm nowhere near as good as these guys. So like I really don't think it should make that big of a difference. You know what I mean?
TJ in Black Ops 6 has been an unreal beast. Here's his map.
You play FaZe tomorrow? Okay.
And what are we getting for hard?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that series, because that series should be a banger. And with that being, that's Pred's first match back, right? So that should be interesting to watch as well.
Who has the edge?
I have to go with LA Thieves a little bit in this, just because their Hacienda hardpoint has been looking a lot better. It doesn't look like we're testing a whole lot.
First
on the
match,
other side
yeah.
of these, which I'm shocked, because I feel like this is the perfect time to do it, especially coming off of that loss.
I mean, you look at the search and destroys.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little too much to just get rid of the gun itself. I think you don't want to just completely cut that out, because I feel like I don't feel like it's that overpowered. I just think there needed to be some type of a change, because I feel like if you're running 4 subs like on a map, or if you're running 8 subs on a map, sorry, so that kind of shows you what it does. You know what I mean? Obviously, I get there's certain maps that kind of require that, but I feel like when that was happening like a variety of times on a variety of maps, it's kind of like, all right, this seems like we're using this a little too often.
Get it going. Listen, this one seems simple.
Okay, we got ourselves a Merc and Maven cast here.
Needs to get some improvements in hard
Oh
points,
yeah.
but we're excited to be back. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I mean that's just really it. You know, I think for Carolina, you had obviously disappointing winners round 1 versus LA Thieves. Not your best showing. Vivid obviously had some problems, but it improved. I mean, they had some quality wins at the major, right? Yoda loses bracket, you beat Ultra, you beat Optics. So, you know, there's some good showings there. You're able to get a top 4. Probably one of the bigger surprises on the year.
I almost wore the black jersey today, because I figured they wouldn't wear the white jersey, but I got the white jersey and I didn't get to wear it during the tournament, so I was like, I want to wear the white jersey today.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their recent losses, right? 2 losses, 2 hardpoint losses to Thieves. Even versus Miami, they lose 2 there, and they get beat 3-1. So
Let's see if Envoy can get himself another gunship again.
Yeah, it's
that was
just
pretty
tough to
crazy.
do it. Like, you may be able to win a series versus a top team in a 2-3-5, but to do it consistently.
I will say though, going back to the whole GA thing, I am very surprised that like the Thieves didn't get like punished, so to speak.
Consistently, it's very difficult to do. So
I
against the top
definitely
teams,
think they should get punished because of the fact that they broke a GA. Like, you should get punished for that. But at the same time, it's also like you can't get mad at the Thieves if nobody is like trying to tell them what their punishment is. Like, I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but like some of the stuff that I've seen on Twitter and stuff makes it seem like people are upset with the Thieves based on the fact that they didn't get punished when like they looked for a punishment. Ghosty literally asked about it. He said he asked about it, and nobody said anything about it. So how does that fall on the Thieves for like when it comes to Sib with his snaking? Like Ghosty said, I'm starting this thing up to see what action needs to be taken. It's not our fault if no other teams are like taking action to follow through with stuff like that, because I feel like people are upset that the Thieves are like being active in the GA chat, but then it's like nobody else is being active in the GA chat, right? So then why is it the Thieves' fault? You know what I mean? Just seems kind of interesting to me. why they're like.
you make some changes.
It seems like people are upset at the Thieves over that, even though like I don't feel like that's their fault. They said, yeah, we messed up, we made a mistake, we did something that broke GAs. What's our punishment? And then nobody did anything about it.
Great year, and then you're like, all right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to the superstars, and you bring in two of the best in Scrap and Hydra, and Scrap has been.
Yeah, I agree, Hoodie. I think the main thing was probably the Jackal thing, but like, it just seems like people were upset with the Thieves. I mean, I saw like Scrap was like kicked out of the GA chat or something like that. Like, why? They said like the Thieves had too many people in the GA chat, but it's like, to me, that just kind of means that everybody is like being active, or like everybody wants to be active in the GA chat to make it work. You know what I mean?
They're talking about no way. I swear. But they were saying he had like a GPU, a RAM CPU, but like, I mean, that's a conversation I have every year right now. Like,
crazy. We're online and we already have a delay to start off.
He thinks they're just roasting his neck.
Already have a delay to start off.
Well, yeah, no, he had to apologize after that.
Yeah, but he did.
That was good stuff.
No, I need to see that. Then that's amazing. But
we did just get fist bumps though.
Getting fired up and ready to go. Is there anyone that you think for Thieves really is yet to unlock though? Like we haven't seen the best of that player yet.
I mean, it's got to be Hydra.
That's the easy answer, right?
It's an easy one. I think like we saw, like, Scrap had a great major. Envoy had some great stats. Ghosty was fantastic, but like if this team wants to win, I think everybody's looking at Hydra really in the search of Destroy to step up.
Well, I was looking just the past couple of years. Like Hydra had like the #2 overall KD like 2 years ago in Search, like a 1.25. Like you're talking the whole year. Last year was like a 1.2. The whole year. Like he is a guy that's a lock for like a 1.2 in Search. What does he have right now? Like a 0.83 or something in that ballpark. Yes, I think that I tweeted him after the loss. I'm like, brother,
oh, never mind.
We have not seen the best of you. You guys are gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the goal. We'll see if it happens. I mean, again, and this is a very different title than the last couple of years when it comes to Search and Destroy. There's just not a lot of room for him to work on some of these maps. There just isn't.
Yeah.
I think you kind of see a lot of sort of our island-esque players that we saw last year really have good stats kind of struggle this year because there's just not a lot of room for that.
Well, it feels like we usually have a couple maps like that are Search maps only, not played in hardpoint, that wouldn't really work in hardpoint because of those types of positions on the map. We don't really have that this year. Like these just Search only maps, like it only works in Search type thing. So yeah, usually if it's a map that plays straight up well in hardpoint, it's kind of hit or miss for me whether it's going to work well in Search. And to your point, it becomes very one-dimensional.
I need to create better
it sort of takes the playmaking away.
like announcements basically for the live streams.
I mean, Protocol, those three.
I know. I feel like the last time the Thieves were first match of the day too, there were a lot of delays as well.
Have these guys just sort of take your route, hit a good timing, and they can literally win you the round.
Yeah, no, certainly. And if you're
I don't know what it is.
After this, and Joe and I are still BSing. I think it was just sides were wrong as we hopped in, so they're fixing that real quick, and we should be ready to go. But
sides were wrong. Hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully it's just the sides were wrong.
Big news, a change for Falcons. What the Hixie change as well with Neptune coming in. We're excited to see what Neptune's going to be able to do. But just in this particular one, like, it's crazy because you think about the final for Thieves, like that's one of the better. I mean, we cast the winners bracket final, one of the better winners.
Also, I think
better grand finals, the best grand finals we've had. Like that was.
I don't necessarily want to say by the next stream because the next stream will be on Sunday for the Falcons and Thieves match. But hopefully, and maybe by Sunday, we can get some memberships and stuff figured out. If not, I'll try to have it set up by like the next weekend's matches, because I do have the ability for memberships now, and if people want to become members of the channel, I would love to get that set up. I've been trying to kind of like think of some things that would be worth it for people to become members for, because I don't want anybody to come in and like want to be a member but then not get any value out of it. So like I want to try and think of stuff that would be good value to people who may or may not want to become members of the channel.
I would think so. At the same time, I mean, you know, he's gonna have to be sort of the entry guy, but yeah, just those active KD leaders from Major 1, and yeah, you're gonna have 2 of these.
Damn, Gio was the KD leader.
1.18, 1.14 for Envoy. You know, and then leading the way is Gio. But nobody.
I ain't scrapping Envoy though. We love to see that 2 and 3.
Nobody from Carolina, and you see even like FaZe just sell, which we've seen that before, I guess.
All the time.
just sell up there, but
Honestly,
Yeah,
probably
real.
not really
I've
worth
been
it.
trying to think of like
Honestly,
what the
lost
best
playing
things
them. Yeah, the winners
do
round.
would be, and I'm
not
not quite sure yet what I think would be the most valuable. Like what would be something that I can do for the members to make it worth it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to think of and trying to figure out. Because I have the ability to do it now. I just need to like get it all set up.
After a winners round 1.
Well, a reminder how this best of 5 is going to play out. Thank you for
Gotta
your
come up
patience
with like
at home. Hope you're ready for another
like the
fantastic
badges or
weekend.
whatever to
See
go
all of,
next to
either one was
people's
anything
names and things like that.
to look forward to.
That might
Set
take
us
a
up
little
for an
bit
amazing
just
year.
because it, you know, I gotta either I have to design some stuff or I have to find somebody who can maybe design some of those for me and get all that stuff figured out. But I definitely want to get all that figured out. Also, before we get into this match, if anybody's in here and has not watched the second episode of History of LA Thieves, I strongly suggest going and checking that out after we're done streaming today. Put a lot of time and effort into the video, and I think you guys would enjoy it. Well, let's lock in. Let's get into these matches here. Ghosty already with a 3-piece to start us off. We love that.
I want to see Hydra getting back to just take over Hydra, and maybe it's gonna be a little different for him. You know,
I mean, Ghosty with the sub is kind of gross. I can't lie.
Playing around you and setting you up versus playing with people that are like right around your skill level or matching in a player like Scrap. It's different. Maybe we won't need to see the same numbers.
Yeah, and I mean, another big talking point at the major was all about the subs, right? All about the Jackal. It's what everyone is talking about. But a nice start there with Ghosty.
Carolina's already got spawns for next, so Thieves are going to have to kind of try and find a way to flip. That's a good win from Envoy here.
Nice little lead here through the P1. And yeah, we'll take a look at the rotation to fight. Teej looking to make the plays in the back. Oh, I thought he was nearly
big kill from Teej.
Able to make the play. Gwen gets
We got
to
3
as well.
dead.
You've got prime real estate right now if you are Carolina Royal Ravens. And Gwen now on 5 in a row. He's melting early on. Nice plays from him.
You just have so much room, right?
Oh, yeah.
He keeps getting kills, right? Your first kill if you're LA Thieves is at P1. Finally, they're going to be able to put pressure on the hill, but a nice 28 seconds for LA Thieves.
There we go,
Well,
3
they can
dead.
Find the next 4. 5
Make it
kills
4.
in a row, and it's a smaller map, so they're right onto the hill.
Yeah, you had 20 really nice seconds there for
There we
Carolina,
go.
but then
Getting some time here.
Nothing after the opening sequence. So despite getting put in a body bag for a bit there, if you're Thieves, you bounce back with a nice break. Ghosty is shooting, and you're looking to hold. One player to make the play to the back will be TJ. We'll see if they'll pick that up. They do. It's Hydra that's able to win that, and they'll secure the rest of this time. And now you
Take that route, 8. Take that route, Dan.
Last player to hit it will be Slasher, and he will drop.
Of course, TJ is already there. Makes sense.
And he continues to shoot. Nice win for him.
Makes sense. Tej is there.
Right there. Has a 1 versus 1 versus
That's a. I feel like that's a Tej and Slasher play to get there on the rotation. Damn.
They flip for P3 and P4. That is a great play towards the end of that hard
We
point.
do still
Winning some extra
come out with the spawns though for next.
On the time does get taken down, but yeah, I mean, what you get a majority of that P2 hill.
Gwen is starting off crazy, 10 and 6. Ghosty's 9 and 5.
For the next couple of hills, we'll see if they can hang on to him.
Yeah, it looks so good. Early the P2 for Ravens.
Yeah, I mean if we can lock these spawns down.
No, you kind of nailed it.
The next hill is the main
Give a lot of time to somebody at
main
P3
thing
and then
here.
Getting broken quickly. We'll see if that can not be the fate for Thieves. As Envoy and Ghosty will be the 2 left.
That was the one thing at the major when we did see this map. I felt like there was a lot less of like P4 breaks. Like I don't know if teams are just getting better at it, not letting players through. But it
one
felt like
might have slipped the net here. Yeah, it looks like one slipped the net.
You kind of just like shut it down. But you can already see Slasher's through. Slasher's all the way through. He's gonna find a kill on Envoy. Just what else can he find?
What's up,
Maybe just
Destiny?
trying to find a quick trade. But Slasher gonna try to do what he can. He does get some help
Nice.
from Vivid.
Good kill from Hydra. Hydra just has to stay alive here.
Presence here, sort of. You still have to try and get across the street, though. Royal Ravens trying to do it. Tej playing point man. Gwen gonna be pinching on the other side over towards Art.
Ooh, big win from Hydra again.
Hydra wins that one-on-one on the other side, so no pinch opportunities. You have another fight with Slasher on the other side of it.
Slasher's probably gonna get him. Yeah,
Skycam.
that's right. Though we're getting all the time as of right now.
Control, but there's 30 seconds already off of this point.
And you still have the close spawns, right? It's so tough with that bottom left spawn. It's right behind behind the hill. Number 7 is going to spawn out. That's going to be Envoy. But
Yeah, they're looking pretty solid right now. They're holding the rotations and stuff. Kind of starting to find their rhythm a little bit here.
It's 3 to 4 ARs locked in down the top windows, rotating in.
Vouch for the vid you posted. Thank you, Hoodie. I appreciate
What was the
that.
single biggest thing, maybe from the major, just from online to land, that stood out to you? Was it just, I don't know, the good players sort of getting better?
Oh, you gaslit yourself.
I mean, I think like somebody.
That's crazy, Destiny.
Really shut down. And I think what happens is normally like when you go to land, we even hear players talk about it in online matches. Like I think matches to scrims.
Dude, the long slide is so like so busted. I feel like.
When you go from online matches,
like not in the sense of like it needs to be removed. It's just like it's so good. It's so good to
But I
use.
felt like we saw a lot cleaner gameplay.
I feel like the long slide is like the bunny hop
I mean, I look at
from
something
Modern
like
Warfare
something like Optic. I mean,
2019,
some
but
of
for
the teams we saw where you
BO6.
just- the playmaking ability you're used to having
Like
online
the
just
bunny
wasn't
hop
happening.
in MW was
Just
crazy.
moving on for people
That
or
was the way to
slowing down, like
go.
you said, just kind of the mistakes go down
3
a bit,
dead
but
for the Thieves.
Royal Ravens down to the second set of
But we do
rotations.
have
They need to balance
rotations
that back. They're
again.
trying to avoid like a third 100-point club type.
Yeah, let's get to 100.
Yeah. See if we can get to 100 versus Thieves.
Versus this team.
That'll be step 1. Yeah,
I feel like sometimes the spawns on P2 are a little confusing because sometimes I feel like if you're just a little too far out, you spawn out.
That's not all that lopsided, and it feels like somebody like Gwen's gonna have to eat a bit in these type of matchups. Like he's gonna need to put up numbers.
Nice.
Obviously, that's gonna turn into time.
Well, I think the big thing right now is sort of you're losing rotation gunfights right now. It's
No, long slide's not going to get GA. I don't think there's a way for them to GA that. And it's just part of the game, you know?
The one time they did
Like,
win it
it's part of
was
the movement
first P2,
system.
and guess what happened, right? It was when Gwyn was
Like,
pushed up,
intentionally
and
part of the
immediately
movement
got
system,
thrown.
not
GG
like,
was the majority of that time. We'll see if they can find
not
a
like
break here. It's
snaking.
gonna be
Snaking is
4-0
not,
for LA Thieves, but LA Thieves
like,
with
meant
a
to be a
substantial
thing.
lead. Let's
But
go to
long
Los
sliding
Angeles.
is. All right, listen in.
Bobby, outer comes. Outer still. Go new. Outer still one hold. Outer and old. Come new Paco. Three at old. One's on the midfield. No, outer trees. Outer trees teach. And the other 3 are at old. Went to P3. We're in P3. We're in P3. I can play for the scaffold. I don't see you. Mid doors. 10. Win dead up. I'm looking for. Win off hold. Win lobby. Middle. Yeah, one's front white. Mid doors. One mid. Wait, I'm in white. He's one in white. I'm blocking white.
Nice.
One out of ammo. Two outer ammo now. I'm nading on her. I'm gonna go mid. I'm gonna fill. Yeah, I can help mid. I can help mid. Challenge her. Mid with you. I'm mid pillar. You want to weak? Mid. It's outer trees. Vivid's mid. Maybe going cat. I don't see it. Vivid cat. No, one shot. Mid again. Two mid. I'm blanking. Outer trees. 2 mid. One shot. I think I'm fine. I'm gonna go to the
I think sometimes Hydra gets a little too active.
Give me a second. Mid doors. One side in you dead. Nice. Mid doors weak.
Nice. Getting all the kills, though.
He's in the vault. I'm going right.
Yeah, get right.
Then one more behind me vault. In the vault again. Jumping up. Okay, and one stop ammo. Yo, ran B control. He did not jump up mid.
He's gonna be low white. I'm watching you.
Yeah, already low white. Alright, at the back. He came to the back. Just low white, boys. Went dead in the back. Nice. Going up top, yellow. Nice. Coming you. Block. One low white right back. Low white.
Wrapping through.
Out of the back. They spawned in the back. Yeah, someone on the back. I have all your front door. I needed one on the back. Got your back door, so I got your back door. Yo, one coming back. One more back. Slasher. Back left. Towards you, back left. Yo, one door. Front door. Back left, guys. Slasher back. To the back door. Just holding slasher. Side now. Side door. One shot back door, slasher. Side door. Still challenged. Side door stayed out left. One statue. On the left car. You should pressure this. Everyone row off death though. Left car dead. I got nade to you. One statue. One shot. Time is one. Absolute left side. Left side time. And push out B control. Teach. Where'd he go? B control. He's literally probably going to no I guess. Yeah, no. Weak hold. Never mind. Cool. That's Gwyn. I'm staying left. I'm pushing on stool. Yep. I'm gonna get closed. Right on me, dead. I'm closed.
It's a long listening. I like it.
Can we get initial? Yeah. Can you look? You're open. Just look. You're open.
Well, either listen in and still up 70. There were a couple things I like. when they were kind of set up for 4, and everyone kind of called what they had, like at front door, back door, and then they were just shut up for like 10 seconds because they didn't like having.
Yeah, it makes sense that you probably would have bought more than just a hoodie, Destiny. If you're anything like me, which I feel like in some regards you kind of are, like you would have bought both. They won champs. You got to get both.
Just very calm. Hey guys,
Yeah, Gwyn is going crazy right now. 31 and 19.
Scrap, make sure you have right pillars. Don't give that up. Just little
yeah,
reminders.
Gwyn is going nuts. The Thieves are definitely a little more balanced.
And that's a very hard thing to do, right? Like, it's hard enough to worry about your POV and where everyone is in position to you, much less when you're playing chess for your teammate then too, and what his view is like. Like, it just
hit that 200 mark, up by about 100 here.
You're playing, you're paying attention to a lot of things, what's on the mini map, and you're just making sure your guys are in the right positions.
Well, I know you play with some teammates that are good at that, and probably not.
I mean, Vivid has 2 eyes, and he's 12 and 24. That's probably not ideal for Carolina.
Well, you get over the 100-point mark, at least if you're Royal Raven. Still a ton to do if you're going to somehow take this map, but maybe it starts with the P2. Unfortunately, if you've lost your 2 players in the front, Vivid trying to hold from inside is getting kills on his back. Ghosty now looking to push. His nade combined with Scrap able to take somebody out, and Hydra gets another. I thought maybe a clean sweep of P2 again, but you're still fighting and holding if you're Ravens. You're just not really in the hard point to actually get time right now. So, I mean, Thieves, I guess, is good work on keeping them out of the point at times.
No, I mean, P2 can get messy, right?
Yeah, this P2 hard point is, like, chaotic.
Positions from the front side, if you get top cat, if you get trees, where you have angles on the hill, but it can get messy and things do that, but finally you
shots from Slasher.
You win the P2 rotation, you earn it.
Looks like they're getting the rotation for next as well, which kind of sucks.
Within striking distance, you can see the map now. They finally have control of Art. They have P3 and P4 spawns. Can they turn into time? And if you're Thieves, I think you're probably just trying to pressure P3 as much as possible. Get as close to that 250 mark as you can.
And Gwen's like thinking, I'm going to drop 50 for the L. I mean, the pace he's on right now is 37.
Yeah, Gwyn is shooting right now.
Trying to make plays through mid. Not going to happen though, as his number gets called and he'll get shut down. TJ, some tags.
There we go.
Scrap that's able to pick up 2.
Good kills here.
Submit some more time now for Thieves, and they can close it out.
Hydra's hitting a route here. He might be able to break this open.
You can already see what happens, right? An opening comes up for Hydra. So you see number 6 on the map. You slow it down on the hill.
Nice.
What does that allow? Carolina know they have to pressure the hill. So as soon as they start to, you win those gunfights. You flip the map, I assume they
nice.
trade on to Vivid, but yeah, that's how you play sort of the end game when you are close to winning this map.
So much pressure on Carolina to contest and also hold. They're not really able to do either. Yes, they'll get in for the scrap.
3's already here though.
Still in a tough position. The only person is really Gwen. You can see he's kind of tucked away towards P4. Hello. The troops are rallying over.
Wow.
Finally ghosting in a shot. He wasn't prepared to get shot as he's tucked away in the corner, but you got to fight around the point. 7 points needed for the victory now for Thieves. They're inside. They're finding all the kills. 1 player left is Slasher.
Nice.
He will drop.
There we go.
Seal it there.
Nice.
Thieves continue their dominance in hard point.
Game 1, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Carolina, I mean, you got some numbers there out of Gwen, but
Ghosty, I'm your biggest fan.
I'd have to go back and watch just his arrow to see how he's able to put up nearly 40.
Yeah, honestly, just a lot of time when it just felt like the game was like slowed down.
My
shirt?
shirt?
So much chaos on the map.
This one? This is their white jersey.
Like there were not a lot of areas of the map where they were winning those rotations.
Their championship Sunday jersey.
He was still putting up 38 kills.
Yeah, there were like a couple
I figured I had to wear this one since I didn't get to wear it for the tournament.
Up like 2 or 3, which happens. I didn't watch it enough that I felt like he was like baiting his team or anything, but there were a couple where he'd go in and get a couple of cleanup kills.
I mean, good start to the series. I think we slowed down a little bit in that hard point, but still able to close it out.
I mean, poor Vivid, he's got 60 to 29. It looks bad, but I mean, 12 assists and 3,300 damage. He has second amount of damage, so he's
I mean, I guess Vivid was doing a lot of damage.
Maybe clean up and turn that into
That's a lot of damage.
24 non-traded for Gwyn doesn't matter. It's about
yeah, we gotta figure out the search game here for sure.
I feel really good about wins like that for your Thieves. Like
nobody's going crazy.
Yes, no, you don't have to rely on anyone to go nuts. I mean, you got a couple people negative. Everyone's around even. Like nothing really wild, but you win by 100. You've got to enjoy those victories, which typically means what? You're either playing the game the right way or you're getting your kills at times that actually matter.
Yeah, that's it.
There are kills that matter and kills that don't.
Yeah, I mean, the kills in P2 just early on, giving them a big majority lead. But
The search is definitely the biggest thing for us. That's for sure. If we can have a solid search, obviously, I think one map of good search is not going to be enough to like say where the Thieves are really at in search, but it'll be a good start.
And they were in the driver's seat, pretty comfortable throughout the course of this. Like, you're looking from the get-go up to like a 70, 80 point lead. You never really look back. And they didn't have to take any like crazy risks. Sometimes a lead like that, you can take some risks, try to pour it on, but they stayed controlled, led on the rotations, dominated the game for the most part. You know, you said what, like the last P2, maybe that was the chance for Ravens to mount a comeback, but the opportunity went away.
Yeah, I think they did a good job running time there, and then they had the rotation P3, P4, but LA Thieves, like, if that is the way, kind of what we talk about, like, you're close to 250, you go to a P3 where, you know, it's sort of trading time, but you're not really playing for it too much. You're trying to flip the map. They just put pressure on the hill, right? And that forced Carolina to have to move from their positions.
No, I mean, that, with them being in a distance of able to win the map, I mean, Carolina.
Yeah, this one, I love this one. This one is just, it's so nice. I was saying, I think what the Thieves need to do next is they need to make this hat, but they need to make it white with the red logo. So that way, with like this jersey, it fits. I would love that. That would be so fire.
They got smoked. Carolina did at the major. So not looking good maybe in the hard points for this, but this is where we're wondering a little bit. This comes down to search and destroy for Thieves. We'll talk a bit about Thieves just because, well, they were, what, a map away from winning a final.
A round away.
Yeah, a round away from winning a final. They're very, very close, but obviously the eyes have to be on search. And listen, FaZe are a very good search team. Carolina are a very good search team, but they just haven't been losing searches to them. Like, they've lost search to, they can lose to anybody right now. They just haven't been great.
I think both of, obviously, both of these jerseys are much better than
like, if you're gonna, you have
the last two seasons of the Thieves jerseys.
They should be able to win one.
Respectfully.
It's almost like the same.
Even the last three. I mean, the first one they did was nice. It was fine.
But that keeps happening at times.
But it, like, compared to what the Thieves are known for doing when it comes to their jerseys and their apparel and stuff,
you would just assume
it was a little underwhelming.
They go to a couple round 11s, like they're learning some things, just getting all on the same page. But I think what's most important is you look at the SMGs.
There you go, Destiny.
In opening dual win percentage.
Sounds like a fit right there. Sounds like a fit right there.
Those two have to improve and get more comfortable.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on those opening duels and kind of maybe the routes that Envoy and Hydra are taking and where they're not able to find openings. And, well, I mean, this is a good... This is one where,
speaking of fits, did you guys check out the collection, the Foundations collection that came out today? Or if we got any Thieves members, did anybody get anything early yesterday?
But they won one in there.
Oh God, I forget.
I had to get the basketball because they released a basketball in one of their Foundations last year, and I wasn't able to get it. So this year, I saw that basketball and I was like, I need it. And it's better than last year's basketball, in my opinion.
You're like 7-8 against the rest of the league. But yeah, you want to be better.
Yeah. That doesn't help, though,
yeah. I get you, Destiny. That it was a pretty underwhelming jersey, especially for the price.
Yeah, losing all your respawns or all your hard points is going to hurt you. But they started off
after this round. We'll 2 times because I forgot to do that again.
Gwen and Vivid can be looking to clutch. Scrap is sniffing this out, and he's got a ton of information.
Thought he was sniffing it out.
He thinks he went in, but he should have stopped the Envoy. Envoy's just been
nice.
The corner the entire time. He will. So
Envoy's playing
who had that monster
corn.
Map number 1. He's gonna try to clutch up in a 1v3.
Nice.
Gig is up. Info is
nice.
in. And, well, before we get to the first shot,
2 times.
Looking pretty good, but he'll get pinched out by Scrap.
Whoops, that is
just
not.
Nice execute. You get the first couple of kills in the round, get bombed down. Scrap the fight too.
That was not the right thing.
Nothing there. I'm still dying.
Got the black and red dad hat in the bag. Nice.
That's amazing.
Which was it? Just like the tote bag?
These guys seem to be having fun, you know. Sure, Nade's feeling better. He was a little frustrated with him after the break, right?
Or one of like the crossbody bags.
This is where the improvements need to come to search. But now, Ravens offense, it's a shootout here. Top mid. Gwen just getting
damn, we were really far behind. My bad, guys.
Ravens, pretty similar situation what we saw in the last round. Early numbers for the defense. Those are early for the offense.
And that's just one of those, yeah, I mean, you just 4 hit hallways. You have the numbers up top, you just go, Envoy trying to make a play.
Damn.
Little spread from Hydra, so Hydra's not going to be there, 1 versus 3.
Oh, Envoy had a chance with that play there.
Yeah, a lot like last round, except well, different bomb site. Hydra, the guy you're wanting to see step up and search. Maybe not the moment it's going to happen, but certainly somebody capable of pulling off.
You see Carolina's like, they're giving him nothing.
He's checking for toes, bro.
They're making sure they don't get caught on a bomb. Crossing together, and well, they're all the way over towards.
Do we think Hydra wins
It
this?
becomes interesting, right? Like,
The crossbody?
Right.
Nice.
You get
I have the red
1v2 clean,
crossbody.
then who the hell knows what's going to happen? But try not to give him that freebie.
Okay, I got this
Now,
one.
Time against him, and he's got to start to go. Stun check.
Ripped.
Not going to hit, but the gunny will. TJ drops, and well, there's that free pick.
Man, he needs 2
Now
in
becomes
25
a lot
seconds.
more winnable. There wasn't really a trade opportunity for Royal Ravens. He's
Oh,
got
he's
info
on.
on 1. He's got to push it. Thinks the challenge going to come instantly. It does. It's just a little delayed there. He had the read.
Damn. A lot of like bad timings
Honestly,
right
just a good
there.
job
He
by
had the
Royal
read for
Ravens.
both of them.
The
Just
timing, it feels like for Hydra. Another one of those moments where
really
it's just
awkward
like,
timings.
It's so close, right? Like he has the read.
Ripped.
He's got the shots.
Wow.
That slide comes in a second later on the one side. The peek comes in for the window a second earlier. Who the hell knows how it happens? But
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough, too. You have 25 seconds, right? After the first kill from TJ, you have 25 seconds left. They just kind of know, hey, check the bomb. Throw a
Did
nice
you get the
little shoulder,
black crossbody one?
Which in BO6, they are very strong. Get the info, back away. Just
My
keep it
merch is sick. Thanks, man.
thought maybe he was coming
I've
up with a
spent
play,
probably a
but
lot
not
more
gonna
money than
happen,
I
so
should
we'll get
have,
the 1-1,
if we're being
see which
completely
defense
honest.
can get the first hold.
I've spent a lot of money.
But, that's the
But
tough part, I
realistically,
feel
like,
this 2-3-5
basically my
team.
entire
Obviously, it's
wardrobe
tough
at this
to compare
point is
Carolina
100
teams,
Thieves.
like, you just can't lose
Like,
a search.
all 100 Thieves apparel.
You can't win
So,
a round,
like,
you can't lose a search.
the way I look at
So you
it,
gotta think the pressure builds in the mode
when
that
it
already
comes
deal
to
with
why
this
I have
pressure.
so much merch, because I don't
But the
need
plan
this
will-
much
plan
stuff
will go down
realistically.
This will be the
But
first
like,
kind of 4-on-4
I look
retail
at it as
opportunity.
like,
We'll see
I'm a
how
big
Hydra
sports
looks to pick
fan,
up
right?
points.
Like,
You see a
I'm
two-man push coming
all
from
Chicago
Carolina,
sports.
through the statue.
But like,
They'll
I
have Hydra
can't
there to greet them.
I can't get stuff from like the beginning because I wasn't
First
there
blood
at the
for Hydra,
beginning.
so toss
First
away
blood.
from him, thought the movement
Good trade from
almost
Glenn.
gets the
Good
second,
trade
but he
from
has so much
Ghosty.
damage, it sets it up for Ghosty now.
I can't get all the stuff from like the start.
And they just
But
bought
since
so
I
much
was
time
here
with
when the
these
Thieves
fights.
started, I can get stuff from the beginning and like follow it like for the rest of my life if this thing keeps going, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I get a lot of stuff.
Pick the wrong one. I think Hydra gets some info that they're pushing that way. He's able
Tell
to
your kidney
get
for
that
another
first one.
Attack on Titan 100T
Trade comes
collab.
in, but then he's able to get some
Destiny,
help.
if you're doing the club
4-on-4
stuff, I don't know how it works exactly yet,
Yeah,
but
I know, without
they
a doubt.
have
But
a
it's what you're
reward
normally seeing, and
that
the
is
reason is
for,
on Hacienda, we've kind of talked about it. You've seen it in this
like
game.
previous releases. You get to go back and look at like previous releases. So maybe there's a chance that they have the Attack on Titan one in there. And if you get enough points, you can go back in and get all that stuff.
Giant retake map. Just do the way it's kind of split.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Hunter x Hunter.
On defense,
That's what I'm waiting
already
for
early
personally.
pickup there for TJ Slasher, I thought maybe 2, but it'll end with 1.
And this is what and that is a perfect example.
Okay,
You're in a
1v3
2-2 split,
here.
2B, 2 top halls.
Again,
and they find
Hydra.
an opening on the opposite side of the map. So
Does
it's
he just
like
stick this?
question of, hold on a second.
Wait. Okay, I was gonna say that would have been insane.
Hydra, at least to go for it. Why
Yeah,
not?
Why not? Exactly.
But I mean,
Keep it modest.
you can just see if there's one opening, you get picked apart on defense.
It goes on cam.
Carolina takes advantage of it.
Yeah, if they do Hunter x Hunter, like I might have to take out a loan.
Someone check it.
I like it though. Just
I'm
stick
gonna
it.
have to
And
take
it's
out a
like
loan
every
if they
way
do
goes
Hunter x
around.
Hunter.
No, I mean, that broke down basically exactly what you're talking about, right?
Dead ass.
And why it can be so difficult on the defensive side is we're still all offense so far.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is my favorite
Defense
anime.
early
So
answer,
like,
if it's gonna
if
be
they
that
do
kind of
a
4-on-4
Hunter x
retake.
Hunter collab, like I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it.
Envoy
I've
without
designed some
Envoy
like
mid.
mock-up stuff that I thought would be kind of cool for like a Hunter x Hunter.
But there's a presence here.
release,
They like what they see, so they get some
but
info, they back out of that,
This is
pushing up
setting up
aggressively.
Slasher. Yeah.
Obviously, like they have IP stuff and things like that.
He's got multiple here to deal with.
Okay, we got the
Gets
trade at
one.
least. I feel
He's
like we
happy
probably
he
should
won,
have killed
though.
him.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
think he gets caught sprinting there. And
Yeah, I thought he was going to post up a little bit earlier.
Flasher
honestly,
couldn't have
but
been able to get
he
to
kept
there.
going.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. Well, they have no info, so he's just
Yeah.
he's hoping to catch a flank Tommy instead.
Gwyn might, yeah,
He's
Gwyn just got
finding
a
one,
timing.
1 for 1, and then Gwyn through
Inspirational buffer.
Ooh.
What a
Get
win.
another trade.
What a win from Dill.
So 2 versus 2. Best chance for our defense so far to get a round win.
The Jujutsu Kaisen one was cool too.
Nice.
I got a couple stuff from that.
Not going to happen here. Is he's holding one thing and Scrap's getting shots into his side. Now,
oh yeah.
Clutch opportunity. He'll be up.
Oh yeah,
Scrap
Hoodie.
and Envoy. Plant is through on Vivid to get the first defensive round victory. Eyes on one.
Nice.
Whoa, okay, he's thinking, oh,
just
the Chelsea
obliterated.
coming from the left, but no, Rock
Absolutely
player just sends it out.
obliterated.
You can see the Thieves guys loving it.
And this is what I mean. I mean, yeah. Just
That's
so
why I
many
had to get all the
parts of
Hunter
this.
like high
Just
ground
throwing
stuff.
some shoulders without him.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
It has to be on its way, right? Because High Ground did a collab with Hunter, and a lot of times High Ground is the one who gets the collabs first, and then the Thieves get the collab. So like I'm anticipating a Hunter collabs happening sometime soon at this point.
Scrap makes that one look easy, and again, so far
I had to get
for
the.
offense.
I got the Hisoka keycaps because Hisoka's probably my favorite character in the show. So I got the Hisoka keycaps.
Lone man.
And then
he's been
somebody actually won
through
the
halls of map of
Kurupka keyboard,
utility being exhausted
and
out towards A, and I wonder
they
if you
gave
similar
it to
thing where
me.
you back this up
So
if you're
I
Carolina,
was
because the presence
I was
is
like,
here,
damn, that's like
rotations
really
for
cool.
Thieves. You've got numbers, and Gwen's out of the play for now.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you want for Thieves, where you have the right read and you don't lose.
So I'm
anyone.
really
Bomb's not
appreciative of
playing
that
yet.
because
You're in a good position to defend A. And
that
while
saved
they
me a
might
lot of
go
money,
for
I'll
this,
tell you what.
see a drop down towards connector, but TJ
Oh,
gets so
how does
good
Tej
at
get
large,
two,
and there's
bro?
a double.
I thought he was
How
dead
does
to
Tej
rights.
get
How
two?
he gets 2 there is absurd. Ridiculous play from Tej.
Oh, Scrap. Oh,
He has
Oh,
been
boy.
eaten.
Somebody
Whether it's crumble or
get
on
him.
the map.
nice.
He is disgusting.
2v2.
But we're not done yet. Down to 2v2 now. Bomb plant in. Tej off the map. Slasher
Nice.
trouble. There's one above as well.
Nice.
He's going to fall. So that play from Tej that you think maybe ices it, maybe not the case. Now it's on Vivid to clutch up again. Scenario a bit different. Spot onto 1.
Oh, I think he gets spotted as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, they're gonna group up and just chow this connector. Maybe just wait for the rotation. Scrap gets some shots in. Waiting for Envoy.
Nice.
Stop shooting. Doesn't matter. We got enough time. But I mean,
There we go.
that is
That's a
2
that's a
versus
big
4
round win
round
there.
you did not throw away,
Yeah,
and they do.
2v4. We were able to
No,
close it
Tej
out.
A little bit frustrated in that. He
Crap
had
has
no
looked really
right
good in
to from
SND.
that spot.
I'll be
I think
honest.
I just saw
He's
the sigh
looked really good in
frustration out of
SND.
him. Thinks he won the round for the team.
Hisoka's your favorite hoodie?
But now the
kinda see,
rhythm's
like,
Or,
broken.
or
offensive
Kurupka.
win there.
Yeah, in the 3 versus 2, like Gwen is he's by himself top stairs. He's kind of looking out through halls trying to find another pick and kind of.
I just like Hisoka's like character design, like the look of his character.
You see
It's
they
like
soar
so
out
cool.
And Shallon via the new window.
I mean, it happens, you know. We all stop shooting every now and then.
Yep.
Personality wise, he's
Honestly,
an
like, I was
interesting
looking,
character for
looking
sure.
up at the time, and I was like, "Where's he getting
Hisoka,
shot?"
okay.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, he just stopped shooting," because it felt so weird, like from Vivid's POV. Like I thought he got a shot, like he shot out like mid. Like I was confused.
No, I think that's how his name is spelled.
4 straight for Scrap though. As he's taken over. Nearly able to
behind.
swing and isolate 1, but here comes the pinch.
Okay,
Wow,
Ghosty got the
Gwen
pick
doesn't
though.
get one there.
That's
Ghosty
huge.
Picks that up.
Wait, I thought Gwen had a freebie.
Yeah, or 2. I thought.
Yeah, I
he was
did
about to
too.
get a multi, 'cause he worked through bottom middle,
Damn.
but TJ had to bring it back to the 3
He's
versus
just
3.
He's been doing that.
Teach
Finding
just
the kill.
shotgun Hydra.
That's a
What
knock
the
on
hell?
Big one from Ghosty. Envoy gives him numbers now. Vivid brings
Hey,
the numbers
2v2.
back. 2v2 we go. Ghosty a chance to take the favor. Gunfight gets away
Nice.
from him for a second. Vivid nearly able to snap, but can't take him down. Now it's on to TJ to clutch up. The problem is the time. You got 15
Yeah, Teach has
seconds
no
to go.
time.
Best of luck with this. He's had some insane clutches.
Yeah.
Not going to have one here. Thieves start to
Not
string
much.
together
Not
some
much
rounds
Teach was
now.
able to do there.
I'm gonna assume Ghosty knew that Gwen was doing that because
Well, he's done it a couple. He's done that several rounds.
yeah, where he's climbing up that ladder. I mean, they just kind of baited it out, right? You hit top open, throw some shots in. That player office has to back away, and Gwen's like, all right, I'm gonna activate, but instead he gets caught.
Yeah, he's found that good timing a few times in halls where he shot somebody in the back. I've been watching Ghosty's arrow even around before when Gwen was
S&D is looking pretty solid right now.
Swivel, bro. Like, he was just waiting, snapping.
There's
to
been
try and pick
some
up Gwen.
situations that I feel like, you know, probably would have
Play might
been
decide the round, honestly. Who the
a little
hell
better
knows
if
how
they
that
went
plays
our
out if
way,
he
but
doesn't, 'cause that could turn into 2,
you know,
like
5-2 lead
Yeah.
for the Thieves and S&D is pretty
said.
good.
One more
We
round
like
for
to see that.
Thieves, and, well, it's the problem for Carolina. You can't win your searches, then you are going to be in huge holes in series against the top teams.
Envoy hitting that water route.
Well, he's got the entire lineup.
Oh, Tej is ready for it. Damn, Tej was ready for it.
Put down his body, a corpse in that lake.
Let's see if we can get a 4v3 retake.
I'm not.
Damn, they got double trophies up.
Sure did.
We're not getting any tax or nades.
Should be able to keep this run alive and at least push this search a little bit deeper, see if they can ice up. Ravens tried to do it in some search and destroys. Another opportunity to do it here, but it starts with this round. Can't let Thieves retake this. Slasher takes a little damage, but not much. Time started.
Okay, we get the first
domino.
Okay. Oh my God, Hydra.
Suddenly it's on Tej to try and clutch again. This time scenario much more winnable, but you've already lost a 4v2. Certainly you don't lose this one either, right? The Iceman.
Oh my gosh, dude. Hydra got all four. Oh my gosh.
Steal the deal and wanting to
the ice.
Destroy. Well, I think it was -2 before that, and then he gets 4 to close it out. But you see some of the playmaking ability from him and Scrap over the course of that, and you look to continue to see improvements in search and destroy.
Oh yeah.
Team becomes very, very
yeah, Attack on Titan is so good. My brother doesn't even like anime, and I got him to watch Attack on Titan, and he loved it. Yeah, her mind is gonna be blown for sure.
Yeah, it was 2-2. You win 4 in a row. It's definitely a couple of rounds thrown away there by Carolina when they had some numbers. But
was it Sip at the play at the? Oh, no, that was the hard point. They had to play at the Rock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He had all 4. Yeah, it was hard point. That's
Sip or Bees. I don't know. It was both of them.
I might have. That series is insane, bro. Everybody's making plays on both sides of it. One of the best we've ever had. But yeah, breakdown of here it went, or how it went. You know, we're talking a lot about who was going to do that first defense. It felt like once you finally got one of your Thieves, they never really looked back. They took control, and maybe frustration started to build a little bit for Ravens, because that's after you had the 4v2, you threw that away, and
no, I
the
think
wheels kind of come off.
Yeah. Definitely a little.
Sorry, I'm getting the tweet out.
Just try to get Gwyn activated.
Try to make sure I'm getting my tweets out, because I know that that's kind of what I started with the whole Thieves talk thing. So I want to make sure I'm getting the post map updates for everybody who may not be watching right now.
Put on by a good team is sort of whatever, but if they make brain dead plays or make bad plays,
no, he hates that round.
That I could see tilting them 100%. But Thieves up 2-0, looking to close it
and
out.
it's protocol control, I believe.
Give it back to big sexy Chris Puckett.
Thank you, good looking. Here we go. Let's take a look at game number 1, as it was way better than both of your previous hard points combined. Yeah. But 153 is still about 100 points shy of where you want to be if you're Carolina. Walk me through the lows of Carolina and also the highs of LA Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, well, you just think early on, like, they're trying to set up a big rotation. We get over towards that P3 to try to secure the preferential side of the map and get a big P4. They lose, they go down big, right? Yeah. From there, they're just playing catch-up. And for LA Thieves, I mean, one of the better hardpoint teams in the world, like, they're going to be able to just steamroll you from that point on. Never able to stabilize. And, you know, it's kind of expected in the HPs. At times, it's going to happen with the Thieves. I'm more so focused on that search and destroy, and 3 rounds in a row, the number advantage, where you end up throwing it away.
We'll get there.
It's disappointing if you're Carolina.
Yeah, we're taking a look here at the Thieves squad, though. I felt like this is
real. This one, I think we should be able to close this one out. We look really good on the protocol control against FaZe, and FaZe are probably the best control team in the game. So, think we should be able to close this one out.
Probably going to be looking at Atlanta FaZe, maybe Optic Texas if they go.
This could be a real quick series.
Roster, but Carolina Royal Ravens used to hang. Again, their hardpoint has been very wonky. I don't know if it's just the matchup versus LA Thieves, but they cannot break that battle of that first set of rotations. LA Thieves just always getting that step ahead of them, and then like Ann said, playing catch up, and it was just a little bit too late. Unfortunately, Vivid's still having some struggle in that slaying category here when it comes to that.
I mean, the slaying was like pretty close in that majority of it.
Well, yeah, one of them had to drop almost 40.
It was just the rotation fights. They just kept losing, right? It's just unfortunate. We talk about this map too.
What did Scrap finish with? Does anybody know how many kills Scrap finished with? Because he had a pretty solid map. I know he had 7 at one point.
And for Thieves, like, they just know where Gwyn's playing. He's playing down low by that staircase. You think back to the round where it's like TJ pops 2, and Gwyn doesn't go for the instant trade. If you have that moment of hesitation, you allow them to reposition, they know the general area you're going to be in, they're going to kill you. They kill him.
Yeah, I mean, if Pred can kind of fit back into the system again, like, I know you guys will be good.
You should win. Like, we look at this round, you should win this round.
It should be interesting to see how that plays out.
By himself, right? So he had a rough 3-round stretch that, like, You're just losing rounds you shouldn't.
And what's even worse is like they were trading attacks at this point, right? So now you
He finished 7 and 4.
Supposed to be another trade to go 3-3. LA comes back in their attack. They're able to take another round and go up, and suddenly
Gracias, what's up?
Deficit is a complete 6.
Yes, we are going to map 3 right now.
I do want to sing the praises of LA Thieves because they have been a terrible.
We are going into protocol
Search
control.
and destroy was not their strong suit heading into this. You could see the game plans on the mini maps on their attacks. They're getting these bombs out, they can control these sites, and they're pushing out the lane as much as possible on both sides, which is something we have not seen from the LA Thieves and clearly has started working.
Hydra, considered one of the best S&D players in the game at the end of the previous title, off to a slow start in Black Ops 6, but finding his form in those late rounds.
Yeah, I mean, huge ace in that final round. Like, Hydra's just setting a tone, man. Think back to the round 11, where they sent him out on a solo mission like a missile. That cannot be the way you play Search. You gotta give him some support, and he'll make some big plays.
Before we get into this game,
here we go.
3, we gotta show some more love.
Need Hydra,
Let's take a look at our
Ghosty, and Scrap over 78 this map.
Fantastic. It broke the monitor until here it is. I would never ghost to you.
I saw.
Yeah, that's where he Dan.
I saw a picture today. Dan tweeted out. He had a T-shirt that said,
78.
I like older women.
So
hopefully he finds himself
so basically,
and here we go.
everybody needs to get about 25.
Man, we got Hydra. My favorite 1v1.
I think it's possible for sure. The hard part though is Envoy has been playing really well in control. I mean, he's been playing really well in general, so he might steal some kills from Hydra, Ghosty, and Scrap.
What time is it?
But I think this kind of depends on how long the map goes. I think if the map goes at least like 4 rounds, I think that's more than doable.
Myself playing an RPG, honestly, that's what I'm gonna do. But
all 3 guys getting 25 though, I feel like is
by the way, is also just
like 25 plus is a little risky, but I think it can be done. The biggest thing is, do those 3 guys get it, or is Envoy one that gets 25? Because that might mess you up a little bit on the pick.
Carolina Royal Ravens, LA Thieves.
But I'll be rooting for your pick here.
Woo! We're having a good time.
Dude, if I had more money, I would be, especially since I watch all the matches now, or at least all the Thieves matches now, I would be betting more consistently, but I do not have the money to bet. I could see Dan dropping 30 this map.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like,
He tends to play control really well, and then I think this map, when he's able to play top blue, he's able to just like fry.
Overall, you've only played this one time if you're Carolina, 1-0 on the other side for Thieves. This is probably your best control map, 4-0 on the year.
Yeah, Thieves have looked really good on protocol control.
Ravens, they're going to extend this series. Gwen, you saw his control stats. Well, the sub duo are going to get right to it. Gwen and Teach finding openings early, and well, that's going to.
I mean, not a good start.
He'd be worried about both sides, and he deals with both sides. Nice little snap there from Scrap, and well, plays like that. I don't call it like a
Titan live count early.
But, okay, well,
dude, Scrap is
Scrap
is shooting, bro.
That stops it from being, you know, that domino where you're kind of getting spawn kill, right?
Yeah, it stops it from being a horrible situation, and now setting up this situation.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, that's dirty, bro. Nah, that's dirty. Is Hydra the first guy to do that this season?
We'll get a shot of it there. Oh, well, Vivid, we'll see you later. I mean, if it was enough for his eye to
I
be
think
injured,
Hydra's the first guy to do that this season.
Got a sore butt. Thieves.
Oh man, I'd have to go back.
But the Ravens are trying to fire back in this one. Vivid's still looking for his first.
Yeah, Keegan, I appreciate you, man.
I blame the Dash. They got us unlocked, honestly.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not our fault.
It's
not our fault.
Nope.
We love to see it. I'm glad people have been enjoying coming in and hanging out with us during the matches. It means a lot. I love getting to hang out with y'all while we watch the Thieves play. It makes everything better. When we win, it's even better, and when we lose, it makes it a little easier. You know what I mean? I love it. I appreciate you all for stopping by today.
I forgot about this. This is the big change obviously on protocol. That B point is moved over towards P2. We had this update right before.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
See how it looks.
I did forget about that.
They're able to control this. Well, trying to is Thieves, but TJ and
I wonder
Slasher
how much that
looking to clear them
changes,
out. Envoy
like,
then will be the next
the
up
defensive
for
and
that.
offensive holds
Yeah, I'm
here.
excited to see how this will work out. You know, a lot of times it's come down to kills.
I appreciate
lives.
you,
It's
man.
been
I
so
appreciate
difficult to
that.
capture that B point. We'll see what kind of change it makes.
I mean, I'm live every Thieves match,
More
so
position to work with once you actually get into the point.
Thieves fans, even non-Thieves fans, because we got Real in here, he's an Optic fan. We appreciate him as well. So, I mean, really anybody who just wants to hang out, we love to have you.
I wouldn't say negates bottom middle, but for a defense, if you lose like top mid control,
6v9 in lives. I mean, this is
you are
doable
very
for
much in
Carolina,
trouble.
but they did just go
to some power
2
positions
dead.
on the offense.
No
You
respawns.
were on B, like you were in a
All right.
losing position.
I think the Thieves win this round here. Pretty solid offensive round here.
The rest of the map was the high ground when you're in that position. Like you didn't have a lot of great gunfights when you were trying to capture B.
Yeah, I mean, I played some COD and some races we got back from the.
I
major.
appreciate that,
I
Keegan.
haven't played this map
Yeah, I
because
mean,
I just kept
every
getting
time the
bounty
Thieves are
dealership
playing,
and ranked, and let
as
me
long
tell
as
you,
I'm
they are
available,
awful.
I'm going live.
Oh, we'll see it one more time.
Hydra's the first guy to do this, right? I'm not crazy. He's the first one to do it. I mean, I haven't been watching as many matches, so maybe somebody else has done it and I haven't seen it in a pro match. But
Hydra doesn't care.
Yeah, you know, luckily
it's fun
we kept it
talking.
very,
Yeah, it really is real.
Yeah,
I love getting
I think he was
to
going
chat
as
with
your
everybody,
Maybe that would be, you know, some people.
especially when we're
that
all,
stuff.
That's true.
you know,
tables
just
get going.
vibing, having a good time, respectful of each other.
I don't know if you're relaxed.
It's great.
What the heck?
It's great.
Looks like jump on the back of Vivid's neck.
Yeah, we just vibing. We just vibing watching some competitive Call of Duty. And every now and then we might crash out, but it is what it is.
We'll see how this change affects teams because we've had some.
Damn, Hydra with
very
threes.
bad. Well, Hydra
Okay.
is having fun. I mean, whether it's top and triples, getting aces in the search.
I mean, Scrap is looking pretty good
grabbing
for
people
you.
from behind.
Gracias.
Hydra can
Scrap
do
is
it
looking
all.
pretty good.
Now
He's
they don't worry
11 and
about him in a
4.
very threatening position. A team kill comes in on one side. He doesn't spot him on the left. Tries to go right. Will get shut down and you get out of a tough spot. For the most part now, after you deal with Scrap.
Yeah, it's kind of like for the most part, but yeah, they get re-control of this building. That's the.
Gwyn
most
is 10 and
important part.
9. He's the only guy in double
Bad
digits
timing, but Envoy
for
taking that first
Carolina.
fight down low computers. Gwyn working top middle. He's on.
Scrap the only
5
one in double
row.
digits for the Thieves as well.
And well, Envoy going to get caught. So now it's kind of up to.
It's a
Scrap
small
to
bet,
reset the
okay.
map, Not going to. So a good job.
That's
from
fair.
Carolina getting out of that trap.
I mean, a lot of time we see it just come down to it's either an individual.
I
play
mean,
or
the
like
map
a
dragging
control.
out though might be
Doesn't stick out left.
like the best thing
That
for
goes,
you
and
for
that's
the
big
picks.
Hell knows how it goes. But Ghosty in a tough position will fall. Progress.
That's the
moves
hard
slow. He's
part
at
for
one
me
person
about
with the
picking
trophy. Obviously,
overs
Slasher
for,
let his boys
like,
go out and fry. The SMGs are getting kills.
a
Slasher
map
soak it up with the
specifically,
objective, kinda
because
how things to rock and roll.
to start the season, I had a pick where I had, it was I think Ghosty and Scrap. I had their over, and they fried FaZe. I think it was FaZe or it was somebody else. It was when we had Rewind. They fried them so much that they didn't even hit their lines.
Nearly to single-digit lives.
Like they got unders, even though they destroyed the other team.
Starting to get some players going as well.
So that's the hard part
You
with
can play a little TDM if you want
the
to.
over and
You
under
may not
picks.
need to off. TJ's able to win that one. Maybe just immediate pressure near the point, but Gwyn going on a pinch, maybe trying to find a player off spawn. Envoy just kind of playing for it. So maybe on the defensive side, you can play
Down
this
in
a little bit
lives here,
which is really
by
you
getting a
trying to
couple
defend
picks
well,
to
ladder
even it
drop,
out a
but
little bit.
will
We
be
love
3
that.
dead, and guess who? Hydra
Hydra's the
base.
next guy. Well, Ghosty actually was the next guy to get double-digit kills here. So you love to see this.
Suddenly becomes very interesting. Thankfully, Vivid
Got
gets
Scrap,
to
Hydra, and
push these
Ghosty all
three.
double digits right now.
Fortunate you had a good amount of time to go, so you still have about a
And now
minute.
Envoy as well.
Vivid again, like the only
6v5.
one that's able to walk away with a kill. Everyone else is just getting tucked. Vivid then going to drop Hydra with that double to seal it. 5v5, and this might be one that got away from you in the round you're going to look at if you're Royal Ravens and you lose this map 3. You had a big advantage. Now you've got no advantage.
What does Envoy find here as well? Yeah, like I think a couple of players went right by him. Scrap's gonna find one in their
Damn.
base, and Envoy's just kind of lurking near P1, and there we go. Able to find Vivid, give them that man advantage. Pretty much gonna be a search round, and they have
Nice.
just controlled their building ever since they lost it.
Wow. That's it.
And yeah, it was 6 life.
Another
advantage,
great
and
round
it
for the
just went away.
Thieves.
Yeah. Up
Thieves
6
have been
rounds
looking
with, like,
really,
what, a
really
minute?
good on control.
Minute 30.
Minute or so to work with. Well, because when they, yeah, it was a 16-10 with a minute 40, something like that, 16-10. And then you had a stretch where
Ryder, what's Slasher's kills at? I'm not 100% sure.
7 or 8.
I think he was. I think he started off a little slow, but I didn't see it by the end of the round. We'll take a look once this gets back into
if
it.
This Carolina team wants to improve on Major 1, get to a Sunday again, beat some of these top teams and compete for a title. These are the rounds they have to clean up.
Well, and that's just so tough. I mean, it's like
8 and 14.
Have the talent that's on the other
That's where Slasher's at.
team.
8
Yeah,
and 14.
so much more pressure on the what is the search?
Only
It's the
guy
middle
not
line. It's
to have double
fundamentals,
digits.
everything. Yeah, your fundamentals have got to be
This
spot on.
is
You don't
the
have
third
the
round.
odds that sometimes you do when you've got a roster full of superstars. And well, Carolina on the receiving end right now. Thieves can put it away with an offensive win here, and this would be a very dominant 3-0 across all modes. Look good in that round 1 offense.
Just need.
Really from the start.
Hey, you need Scrap to get 5 more here.
8 hits doesn't do too much damage.
At
to him,
least.
but TJ's gunny does. Ghosty though has been soaking inside for now. We'll see if he can stay up with 33 HP. Needs some help from his teammates, or does he?
What he had the last 2
Using cover
rounds.
pretty well there for a while.
Like for each round individually. Each round individually, I think one he maybe had like
He's all the way up top in the window.
6.
Scrap just waiting for his teammates off spawn. Maybe
I think after first round he might have had
to
6.
deal with TJ, but does not get there in time.
5 or 6 maybe.
His aim assist just went crazy.
Yeah, aim assist just got him fried. Just drag that straight. That's like when you chest bump someone, it pulls it to the ground almost. Like I thought with this title didn't happen really as much because that changed to like closer range aim assist. But
Well, the score bugged or the scoreboard bugged, so
yeah, he's probably pulling up a little bit too.
might make it a little harder to read.
Nice shots from Slasher.
Unfortunately.
Straight. They're trying to hold it down defensively. They got a nice life advantage again, but
Slasher's 12 and 15 now,
we'll see what
so
Slasher can do from this position. Timing looks to be on point. He's
I don't know if what we saw on the scoreboard was fully accurate.
Always gonna catch him, but
Maybe
now
the
if you're like
scoreboard
DJ,
bug
though, try to
had
work
already
the point.
happened.
Scrap's been up. He hasn't died in a little bit now. Is that number 5? It's just like he's got to get to an objective, right? So they're kind of waiting on him. They're going to try to clear this and deal with Slash, and then maybe he can get on the 8 point. Well, instead he's going to die. You're hoping Ghosty gets there, but TJ and Gwen going to shut that down. Hydra, the last player up for LA Thieves.
Yeah, depending on how long he lives, they might get to another point. Yeah, they should be able to get out or have an opportunity to get out towards A. We'll see how this next sequence of fights goes. Envoy gives them a chance in this with 3 seconds remaining. You're still within 4 lives. You get them in an extension here, it's still doable. You've got everybody out. I think Hydra live long enough. They get a pretty close spawn. They're able to send it out. You win that next sequence.
Only 3 life difference here.
You've got a minute now to work with, and well, you're in pausing the clock.
I mean, just think about the multi.
I was gonna say if Carolina wins this, that would be big for you, Gracias.
Envoy multi-kill gets them the 8 point. Now a chance to win 3-0 here.
I'm saying if Envoy won that first one, you've got still top mid control. You're in such a good position. Once he drops, is that first time?
They're so close though. I mean, big kills from Gwen there.
No respawn remaining now for Thieves.
Huge kills from Gwen.
Ravens. They nearly had the stack and pulled that one away. Needed like half a tick to close it out. Pretty valiant effort considering what it looked like a minute ago, but still a chance to do this. Well, not anymore. You hop up in, shots go a little bit high, and he gets fried.
Yeah, I just saw his like.
I mean, 30 seconds. They're already on.
Maybe
only 2 lives here though.
No, they're all just gonna.
Yeah, 1v6.
Envoy on the point.
Just farm some kills, Dan.
Lock down this B point if you are Carolina Royal Ravens and get on the board.
Yeah. Well, it's looking like they will here. Ideally, any kills that Dan could get here would be nice.
He is taking a whole lot of damage. I don't think Dan Ghosty's pulling off anything except heading into the next.
It's all right though. You got two players at 22 right now. You got 2 at 22, and then I think one of them is at 20.
Late round to, went on a 4 or 5 straight, got to the back line of their base, and then you had that late.
So there is a chance here. Yeah, because Envoy's at 17, so that means Hydra's at 20.
Well, then it was Gwen. We talked about multi-kills, kind of the individual talent. Maybe bailing out LA Thieves here and there. You finally get one of those moments if you're Ravens. Just kind of reset.
Because it's a combined 78, right?
And I think Envoy got like atrocious timing top middle because he was on.
Because at that point, if you have,
I think Slasher or somebody caught him. Envoy won.
If you have Scrap and Ghosty continue to go off, you should be all right, I think.
I think Gwen got his triple. But like you said, like with
Scrap with 22, Hydra at 20, and Ghosty at 22. So yeah,
unfortunately.
Just need a couple more kills out of Dan and Scrap, ideally. There you go.
Ravens could muster up something truly special, but
They had 100 map 1 and 2. Damn.
he's trying to get his HP back to Chow.
Get a little help. There you go.
Yep. Buys time, comes to his teammates. Give him a chance to stay on this point, but Scrap just kind of ADS walks his way up the steps and drops him.
Yeah, now you're just putting pressure on both points here. If you are Carolina, pausing the clock. And they were very much in a position to win their last offense.
Carolina has played this fairly well, I would say. I mean, they've kept most of these rounds close, so
Oh, as Slasher thinks
that's
he's cleared
crazy
everything,
timing.
He is not. This comes straight up the zip. 4 straight now for Hydra, and you get him in a threatening position here. You also have kind of pitching on the other side. That'll be number 5.
You're at 73
Scrap.
right now.
Your 2 superstars.
Just need
here,
5.
to do some damage. Unfortunately, Hydra gets stunned. Scrap gets caught, and while they walk away with nothing in that. Time dwindling though. You only have 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, there's not much time though.
Now you just got to get out and torch
Carolina's
them.
gonna have to touch.
Getting caught kind of on the offensive side of things. Comes off spawn, gets back in the position to maybe make a play around A. He only gets 1 though before he drops, and now TJ and Slasher make plays around the point to try and extend this time, but
I mean, those are
a lot
big
of work
kills
to do,
coming
but a
out of
sequence here
Carolina.
from Royal Ravens to just give themselves a chance.
Yeah, again, they get out of the base, and I think that was a huge play by Dwin to find Josie on the flank, right? He was number 8. Josie was the last player alive. Maybe if Josie finds one...
Envoy might spoil it.
It's a lot messier, but...
Oh, no.
Again, with the double, gets them off the point. 10 seconds, Ravens have to go. And you see the map.
I love you.
It is controlled by LA Thieves. TJ has to get on this point. Envoy already there, cutting it off. LA Thieves.
Oh no, I don't know if it hit.
3-0.
I don't know if it hit.
Good. I think we kind of expected them to.
They closed that one out.
After a final like that, after a tournament like that, to just continue.
Literally,
to improve
Carolina just needed to extend the map.
Didn't really expect them to come in.
They
like
just
after the
needed
break.
to
I don't
extend the
know. Just a
round,
little bit
actually, not
rusty,
even the
like
map. They
came
just
in
had to
hot.
extend the round.
And Carolina's
Let's
still got
see.
work to do against top teams.
Yeah, I think, LA Thieves, like, maybe if you start off
Let's
with
see
a
here.
different match, but the fact is Carolina's been top 4 all year. So
Yeah,
it's sort of like, let's stay locked, let's stay focused.
And it's a good, like, just test for you and search and destroy, too, which you need to work on.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
Scrap with 25.
Big win there. But again,
Hydra with
respawn-wise,
26.
it's just
Ghosty
a
with
team
27.
effort. And while Gwyn had a series.
So
Yeah, you just talk about damage and, like, kills. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be going toe-to-toe with them
75.
talent-wise. But
no, that's 78
it's
on the dot.
I don't know. It's one of those things. What do you take from those numbers when you're getting blown out? Like, you lose by 100 in the hard point. You could have got 3 out here.
He looks pretty good. I'd say that.
It tied.
Yeah.
Wait, did you have to break 78? Oh no,
Good numbers and a loss, unfortunately, though. This is how it broke down, though, if you maybe joined late.
that's crazy
3-0
though.
for Thieves. Dominant across all modes. The search looked great. Scrap was great. Nice little ace there.
That's
from Hydra as
crazy.
well. I mean, I
Literally
don't
just
know
needed
how much
one.
more- based on like how they look kind of going into the major, like I don't even know how much I care until they're out of major again. Like I'm sort of
That's
like,
why
this
betting
goes
is
back, I wanna see
so
that.
tough.
LA
Thieves, yeah. Like, honestly, like get them back. That was fun. But we got a ways to go. They're gonna grind it out through the online league. So far, so good. Nice little 3-0 to start it off and to break down the match. Let's kick it to the desk.
With a perfect 100% accuracy in the predictions. Congratulations, Rosalie. Nameless, what happened, bud?
Listen, I picked Carolina, and they just didn't show up, honestly. You look at that last control there, and it's like they're getting no value from their kills. TJ gets out. He's getting 3-4 kills. They only have 2 on it. No progression. Like, it's just tough, man. Clearly unprepared to go up against LA Thieves. LA Thieves too strong.
It is crazy, though. Carolina, keep in mind, knocked out Optic and Toronto back in Madrid Major 1. But this is a matchup
compared to
issue,
how the
and it is a
Thieves
glaring
ended
one. LA Thieves
the
versus Carolina. Anytime I
the
ever see this
qualifiers
bracket, I'm putting
in
all my
Major
money on
1,
LA.
the Thieves look
It's
much better.
getting worse too, you know. Like at least
Yeah,
we used
Destiny,
to go
that's
in
what I
game
was
4,
saying.
Maybe even a game 5 if we got lucky, but now LA Thieves are cleaning up in their search and destroy.
Yeah,
Easily the
that
most
tweet is a
impressive
good
map
one.
In the series is that map number 2 to go back and watch because that's going to be the biggest focus for the LA Thieves teams moving forward, heading into Major 2. The flip side, though, for Carolina Royal Ravens, I don't know if this is when you start asking asking questions like, are we ever going to get back that first couple of weeks of the Royal Ravens, or do we start kind of making some signals like some changes need to be made?
And let me just ask you this. If you're Carolina as an organization, you've been outside of champs the last 2 years. You're not a top 8 team.
You're happy.
You have a top 4 squad.
Yeah.
You don't make any changes, right?
Don't make any changes. You keep this team. You're happy with it, and you hope they improve. I will say, coming into this match, there's some things that, like, you look at it, okay, Quinn loves to play the bottom stairs in the search and destroy. We saw they get exposed. He dies a couple times, and that's what loses them the game, losing number situation. Then we get to this control, and it's like you're expecting some improvement. We saw TJ in their base and their offense, like, making plays.
Yes.
Like, at that point, like, maybe back up, triple stack it. Like, let's get some progression. Like, that last round of that
I think
was just
Dan
so
deserves
dull.
himself
They could've won that
an
round
older
four,
woman
still
after
round
the,
five, potentially
today's
extended
series.
Those are things that I want to see improvements on. Like, I saw you get from top 4. So
He
we can make a
deserves
run
an
to the
older
championship.
woman
I
after
didn't see it in
today's
that match,
series.
but I believe in this team to improve going forward.
TJ is still a top 10 player in the league?
Oh, I think so. As it stands after the major, yes.
Holding strong. Your play of the game, though,
He's been
belongs to another
unbelievable.
guy in the top 10.
Why are we
Goes
hating
by
on
the
Tej?
name of Hydra,
Nobody's
because
hating.
you told me
Nobody
that
hating on
Hydra is
nobody
worse
hating
than
on Tej.
TJ.
This was a
Someone
crazy,
that pulls off these
crazy
aces.
retake here.
The
This was
first player to
insane.
hijack someone in a
Ripped.
CDL game.
Listen, the guy
Ripped.
gets one ace in Search and Destroy. And we're ready
Ripped.
to crown him? No, we need to see it over time. Search, these guys were 3 and 7. In their last 10, they lost with this guy running up through underground. All right, but we'll show him his flowers right now. There's a fantastic Search and Destroy. They played more aggressive.
Damn, why is Nameless so tight right now? What the hell?
It was a good search from the LA team.
If you too want to troll Nameless, you can take it to Twitter @Nameless. He gets angry with every one of your tweets.
That's a diabolical.
We're ready to crown him. The guy got 1 ace. Listen, it's gonna be some time, but they'll get there.
Brian
Unfortunately, we
Stats
don't
posted,
have King
Envoy and the
joining us
LA
right now,
Thieves
but we do
defeated
have a
Slasher and the Carolina Ravens. With that, Envoy officially
Envoy,
passes Slasher
Nameless
for the
is
third
hating
most
on
series wins in LA Thieves and 100 Thieves franchise
players.
history.
Maven
Kenny's
Merkin
number 1
are
with
arguing
128,
otherwise.
Octane number 2 at 110, and Envoy number 3 at
I mean,
65.
we're cooking, man. I mean, hey, some of these
We love
top
that.
players, they can have their flowers, but if you're not going to play for the win, it don't matter. So I think that's what we've been striving to do, and I think it shows. I mean, we get outslayed in a couple hard points, we still win by a good margin, and yeah, same thing, control, and then Search is coming around. I mean, I think after the major, losing a bunch of searches to FaZe, that's obviously the thing we got to clean up on, and once that happens, I think we'll be final.
Can you elaborate on that? People not playing for the win. What are you talking? I've heard a couple of top players say this now. I want to know. I want to hear from you. What is that coming from? What do you mean by that?
I think it's a lot of things. I mean, a lot of these players, I mean, Gwyn, I think at the first map, I mean, this guy is literally like double pause, just being useless on the map, taking useless routes. I think people don't analyze the gameplay enough. You know, you got
Damn,
Clay
he called him out by
tweeting
name. That's kind of
the other day
crazy.
about, you know, watching VOD and stuff. I think people actually just don't watch VOD, don't play hardpoint the way it's supposed to be played, and it shows over the years. So I think that's why it stays pretty top heavy, and a lot of these new kids are just inexperienced. So
Exposing.
I
they'll come around
believe
and get wrong.
Envoy because he doesn't usually talk like that. I believe you. People are not watching VOD.
I hope we
I'm
weren't
telling you, it's
lying
bad.
on Valentine's Day. That'd be kind of crappy.
You got a question for Envoy?
I do have a question for
You can
Envoy.
go.
Are we done with the? Okay,
That's
okay.
crazy. He called
I'm gonna
Gwyn out
ask
by
you,
name,
LA
bro.
Thieves then, because obviously you guys are putting in the work. I mean, you just came off a grand final. Search and Destroy wasn't your friend during the major. Looks completely different today. What was the change? Was it somebody else taking the lead? Was there a coach? Was there a sit down? What happened to Search and Destroy?
I think Hacienda for sure has been our best search and destroy. So I don't think today is really a true showing of that.
Got it.
I just think it's more or less being comfortable on the map and showing different looks. I feel like a lot of the maps in this game, you can actually just sit spawn and hold the bomb sites on defense. And a map like Hacienda, you actually can't do that. So we're able to get more active and make more plays. And I think as long as we figure out a way to do that on other maps, it's going to be a lot easier for us. I think me and Paco have to work together more and also just find our flow. I think it was a rough S&D stage for both of us. And once we get comfortable on the map, I think it'll feel a lot better.
This is important, and I'll make it quick.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'll
true,
let you
real.
go. Talk to me about the round 11. I didn't get to talk to you after the match. Why did you guys decide to send Paco all the way through underground? And like,
Well, so yeah, no, round 11, Dan actually stunned our top mid off the rip of the round and got a hit marker on both Simp and Abe. And with that info, there's probably someone watching over them. So Paco figured he could take his time in and kill the guy, hopefully Piano Stairs, that was picking that up. And yeah, it just didn't work out. So I mean, after that, I think it was a pretty bad play of me to plant the bomb and stuff too. But yeah, definitely learned our lesson there, and we go next, man. It is
We'll
what it
forget
is.
about it.
Thank you for diving into that. Full disclosure.
That makes more
I had a great
sense,
time with
though.
Both your parents and Papa Scrap. Despite your guys' loss, your parents were awesome in Spain. Bring them to every event, please.
Thanks, Puck. I appreciate it.
All right, that is Envoy. That's LA Thieves. That is the first win of
That
the
makes
day.
sense,
We
though,
still
why,
have two
like,
more
Paco did
matches.
that.
Is it a day full
Like,
of
if they
3-0s,
stunned,
Rosalie?
they knew
Ooh,
these guys
I
were
think we
there.
should have the night off early. Go
You
spend
have
it
a,
with some people we love.
you know, an idea of like, I think we can hit this.
What?
Vegas taking on Boston. Shit, are we gonna watch this series or what? Are we really gonna watch this series right now? I don't know. Let's see, most championship wins in LA Thieves history, 100 Thieves history. Kenny with 5, Octane with 5, Envoy with 3, Draza with 3, Priesta 2, Slasher 2, and Enable 2.
Esports World Cup is
And then most finals appearances. Kenny with 8, Octane with 8. Kenny and Octane are damn near equal. Envoy with 6, Draza with 5, Priesta with 3, Enable with 3, Slasher with 3, and Ghosty with 2. We'll take that. I know, Destiny, seriously, like, I was not expecting the game to go by that fast. I mean, we can watch it. I didn't know if I planned on watching the rest of the matches, like, on stream, just because it's Valentine's Day. I think Kendall wanted to spend some time with me. I obviously want to spend some time with her, so we'll see. She's on a walk right now, so maybe when she gets back, we can kind of make that decision. But I feel like, too, that series went by really quick, so I don't think either of us were really expecting that to happen. But Falcons and Breach, probably not going to be a great series. And then Atlanta and Vancouver, also probably not going to be a great series. But it would be interesting to see how Neptune plays with the Surge roster. Also, I saw Scrap's Scrap's tweet was pretty funny as well. He said it was a grueler of a series. Scrap is comedy. He said, Scrap said, GG's Carolina 1-3-0. What a grueler. Falcons on Sunday with the wide eye emoji. This guy's a clown, man. I mean, great series today out of the Thieves. Even if we don't decide to watch the rest of the matches today, we had ourselves a great series. Wish I didn't have to watch this 3-piece again. Damn. That just made me think about it. When I get to the point where I'm making history of LA Thieves and this is the season, that shit's gonna suck to watch over and over again to make sure like the video flows well. It's already gonna be like that for next season because I'm gonna be working on the Vanguard season next. And there's a couple losses in there that I think are pretty tough as well. But we end off with a bang, so we love that.
Two green teams. One of them placed in the top 8. The other one, very bottom of our qualifier standing. So Vegas Falcons are going.
We got 4 likes on the stream today. I appreciate everybody who liked the stream. If you haven't already and you've been enjoying the viewing experience and enjoying hanging out, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying what we got cooking up here. Am I crazy? Or please tell me that the
the same year
I gotta look at that. Hold on.
Wow.
King has been
you really
a
wanna
fun
say that?
player to watch, and he is going to be
I gotta look at
full
that.
force today. Let's take a look at this
Okay.
Vegas Falcons lineup because they've made a lot of moves.
Okay.
Most recently, Roxas, the guy you've heard in some interviews. Well,
But yeah, I was saying, for anybody who may not
do?
have been here earlier, I'm gonna try and figure out setting up memberships for, you know, anybody who might want to be a member of the channel. And I think we're I should ask while people are here, would anybody want to watch me do a jersey tier list live? Would you guys want to watch that if I did a live 100 Thieves jersey tier list? Because I had recorded one already. I recorded a video for it, but my mic had cut out like the entire time. So now that I have a new mic, I want to do that again and redo that and make it a video and possibly a live stream as well if people want to watch that live.
Through the ends of these games, because these hard points, these controls are getting to these round.
Vanguard's an underrated game in your opinion?
Points, but that's when they start scrambling.
Yeah,
So
I mean
maybe
there
a
were
little bit
parts of the game that I did like,
On the other side of this matchup,
but I
you have
think
a Boston
overall
team
there
of
was
players
a
that are
lot that I
quite
didn't like from the
familiar with
game.
Challenger Shuffle. They've been on a number of
There was
squads and
something
currently
about
found
the game, like
themselves
despite
with
me
the
not
win.
loving the game, that it
Boston
was
did not
kind of a
find
vibe.
success in Madrid. What have you seen from the breach as of late?
Good win for the team. Gross. Yeah. I appreciate that, real. Should be fun to watch Thieves take on Optic again. I'm pretty sure we play you guys sometime this major. Gonna head out. Sounds good, Hoodie. I appreciate you checking out the stream and hanging out today. Oh, dude, I'd be so down. I'd be so down. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for the tattoo.
And Cammy needs to step it up. Had a very bad major. He has to be a pillar on this round.
Shout out to the players. They're ready to go, so we'll speed this up. We got a double dose.
There's so many
of
jerseys to do.
fall,
That's
and
why
if
I
we
wanted
get
to do the
game
tier
five, we're going
list.
to protocol. Allie, give me the numbers. Vegas only has a few.
I've wanted to kind of do like a video showing
It is
off
Boston,
kind of like
but I don't hate this opening vault for
my
Falcons.
100
They've
Thieves,
got so many reps on it, they could steal a map win.
in like high ground basically like collection, because I know I have a lot of stuff, and you know, like Real said, it's a lot, and I think some people think that it's pretty cool. So like I would love to do that, but at the same time, like it's a lot of stuff, and like when I have it all folded up and put away, like a lot of times I'm like, dude, I don't want to take this stuff out and then have to just put it back again.
He does indeed. We all have a lot to learn, don't we, Chris? I'm very excited, though, folks, ready to rock and roll with another series on the day. I had really good memories from Madrid. A weird memory I just hit my brain was I was walking around the venue and I saw the Falcons players wave tied to them, and as they walked away from me,
I mean, I would love to
them,
see
I
the
don't know exactly
Falcons
who
get
it
a
was,
win today.
spoke perfect Spanish.
I'll be
I was
honest.
reciting
I would love to see that.
with no accent, no problem whatsoever. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Prima Victoria? Like, where's our first win? Is it this series? It well could
Let's
be.
see. I gotta look at
A bad time in Spain, folks. Have they rebounded?
I gotta look at my
Now they're on
fantasy
home soil.
team.
We'll find out, because good lord, do they need it.
Oh, well,
Oh, man, why are we
just
not logged
case
in,
you
bro?
didn't get shockwaved by the 13 loss streak. The record, 15 hardpoint losses in a row, is the worst we've ever seen. So maybe we get that in this series, but if you're looking for Falcons' first win, this would be the map to do it on, but we're not about number one's average plus minus.
I'm
of
5-1 in my money
Fair to
league.
say, Snoopy
Love to
and
see
Boston
that.
Ridge gonna have the edge on the map, and Snoopy has done some crazy things on this map as well. So his hardpoint, even at the major, pretty astounding. Gonna be the player to watch for Breach.
Eyes on, folks. So we go straight into our
We'd love to see
hardpoint
that.
map number 1 in series number 2 of the day out of 3. No more numbers to be found in this intro, but King.
Let's see how this one goes, huh? Let's see how this series goes.
Catches his head on the roof there. And it's an explosive opening here for our boys in green chance. Of course, Boston Breach with the white arrows on the mini-map. Vegas Falcons, that lovely shade of sage.
Wow, both players just pushing out line cut and both players dying immediately. So
You can have a non-biased person to talk about the jerseys, TBH. Your colors are awesome, I won't lie. I do like, I like the red and black or red and white like color scheme. The only thing I don't love about it is that I just feel like it's very common. You know, like it's a good color scheme, so I understand why it's so common. But sometimes, like, I would want like different colors, but I can't complain because I do like them. I do like the color scheme. It's a very nice and clean color scheme.
Walks all the way up to the hill for free, but King heads up play inside the pool, wins the gunny, and his team gunning every single player down. Falcons.
I will say though, I've loved basically all the Cash App jerseys that the Thieves did while they were sponsored by Cash App. Those jerseys were clean with the green on it. I did really like those.
Over to King, keeping himself very cool in the hot sun. And
yeah, they're just, I mean, they're just so, yeah, they're just so iconic.
Trying to stay in this one. 20 seconds to go on P2. Great looks out the Falcons.
Yeah, okay, maybe not the strongest hold that I've ever seen, but still able to get a decent chunk of time. Next mid, looking to make a late play, but Snoopy here's the one-shot call out, cleans him up, no problems there. And for speaking of problems, on the rotation, Wixel might have himself a gunfight to win against Cammy. Huge one potentially for the spawns, and Cammy at least gets traded out. So the fight's going to continue, but the next man in line to whom loses it. So
let's see here.
In a good spot.
Not bad. We'll see
So it's Wixel, Exnid, King, and Doom, right? Is that how you say number one's name? Wixel? Wixel?
We'll see who can make their foot racing towards this very, very open and difficult hard point to really find time on. Cameron McGilligan getting himself a couple of kills. Snoopy joins him alongside it. Now to the middle of the map as Purge finally gets himself out of the neutral and into the positive. Snoopy doing just that as well. 10 and 4, typical looks there out of the young man.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know much about the Falcons. Like,
the battle on P2 brought the battle to P3.
I mean, he's struggling right now though. 2 and 10.
We heard Merc touch on it in the first series.
Not great.
Came to land, locking down P4 became so much easier.
Yeah.
To get to test Boston's chances here would be about a 10-point difference as the new time.
Or anytime you use the X in the middle of the name, sometimes that's tough to read.
Vegas Falcons 1 to 2 good, 2 to 3 not so solid, 3 to 4. Let's find out. All the doors are covered. Right now for Boston Breach, one player now making their way through. Exton's going to be the man of the moment. Snoopy has let him slip through. Will he catch out another hit? No, it's an unfortunate bit of timing. Here we go, Falcons. Your opportunity for the break. Purge, next man in.
Falcons break. No, Cammy gets 3. Cammy gets 4.
Cammy at the helm, and now the time once again.
Nice.
Well, they had a chance there.
Towards the end, and
Falcons had a chance.
Maybe just the fastest player in this lobby saw the timing and was like, hey, they had to have gotten past, right? Like, let me roll through, but ends up getting baited. Doesn't really matter. And it was a 10-point lead for Boston as the hill pops in.
Oh, that timing that he looked away.
They're walking away with a massive, nearly 60-point lead. So incredibly solid hold on P4. Cammy
shooting right now.
As well. Absolutely nowhere near the cruise missile, but it's fun to see a 6 spree.
It's a hellstorm, mate. Sorry about that.
Yikes.
Back to P1, and Boston Breach are back in control.
Can I say I'm disappointed that we don't have lightning strikes? I'm disappointed we don't have lightning strikes anymore.
Boys, this time is yours.
And get Wixel and Exnid flowing in the kills column as well. Both players sitting around double or triple negative, but the kill feed certainly lining up their way. Maybe those boys don't need to shoot if King and Doom are going to do everything, but unfortunately for them, one thing they lost an eye on was the mini-map. The spawns get open on the right side. That allows Purge to pierce through and at least get you off of P1. And another mini-map that's looking a little bit chaotic.
Who was it that...
spawns for new. Still 15 seconds on hold, and Boston just maintaining their lead.
Good work though, Wixel.
Roxas, was it Roxas? He's the guy that is out like indefinitely right now, I think.
There for his lads. Vegas Falcon 1 to 2 last time was good. Can you do it again now? This is an opportunity to get right back.
Yeah, they definitely seem to struggle. Like they definitely seem to struggle like objective wise. But I mean, to be fair, like when they
running. Yes, he's done.
when they brought it up,
He's in, and superb workout, Boston.
like on one of the broadcasts, I think they were saying that it's because they never really like played respawns, basically. Like they pretty much only played S&D. So it kind of makes sense that they struggle a little bit at the respawns. But it's wild to think that they had basically never played respawns.
The child didn't even come through quick enough, so Awakening, he's got all the reinforcements he ever needed. Cammy cleans house for him.
15-9 for Demon Joe, 16-10 for Cammy. It's a massive bit of work here from Boston Breach. Tremendous production.
I genuinely like wonder what goes through their minds, like, you know, coming from Saudi and playing against these guys versus maybe like in a league in Saudi or overseas, basically. Like, I wonder how it compares, you know? Ripped. Amy just ripped him. Yeah. I would love to see some of the older orgs back in COD. Like bring back Envy, E United, even like Gen G. I think would be cool. Complexity. Who else? Who else are we missing? Rise. Bring Rise back as well. LG, yeah. Well, LG I think is partial owners of Surge, so I think in some regard they're kind of in it. At least they used to be. I don't know if they still are, but they used to be. Because I remember when Octane was on Seattle, they had like the Luminosity like patch on the side.
He's in P1 as well, Doom. He's money.
I'm on him. Yeah, push my cat already.
Yes, Spawn is weak, bro. He's really behind us. He's going top before, bro. This guy's
going Alright, listen.
They're gonna spawn last two.
I know they had mentioned, I think, even like Space Station and Fanatics or Fanatic
and they're looking towards the win here.
could be added at some point, or they were looking at it, like looking at the league.
We're like, hey, if they get a full 60 back in the game, they got the 3 entry kills, killed Cammy as well. Falcons do literally everything. And then I look through the spawn and Boston spawn right in the back and break it down instantly. So I don't know if that's the case of somebody not blocking spawns or if simply luck was
I mean, the E United team back in Black Ops 4, that team was gross.
Just go stare at it. Walk yourself back. You gotta do the little things right or the game will dagger you.
Like this. No, Doom holding it.
It would be interesting to see if they bring any of those teams back into the league, honestly.
We see it here on the map. Here we go. Purge into the pool, and there's nothing cool about it. He's going to find kills, but here we go. Opportunity for a big break. Whistle gets the win. That's 3 down now, and that's going to be Spawns flipping, and Vegas Falcons alive.
I mean, Falcons are, I mean, they're still pushing along here.
Opportunity for a strong hold, but really not a single time Falcons have been able to convert, and let me tell you, they need it now.
Go ahead, more than ever. Excellent, nice shots. 2 dead.
Perfect.
Awakening there, chilling in pool 3.
I mean, that's 4 dead here.
They're doing it. They're blocking the spawns. It's happening. Excellent there. Once again, getting frisky towards the front lines. Watch out for the pinch, though, towards the back. It's all going to come down to the whom. Finds one. Brought down on the pinch. Here we go, towards the point. King spots out Snoopy on the cross. 3 players in towards the back line now. All coming down to Wixel. Can he keep it together? No. Right through the door. Into the jaws of defeat we now go as Boston Breach. You're not going to be able to win it here. You've got another break. And
yeah, I mean, at this point, at least the Falcons are able to get spawns for next.
Pick up on that break, killing the guy outer that was watching the back spawns and allowed the flood to come through. So Purge picked the right moment to get that kill, and now Falcons gonna need to have just nothing but perfect moments from here on out, but they get the 2 entries. They do have control of spawns as well, and it's more important as long as you keep Boston out of time, you're gonna be happy. Unfortunately, Big Wake just takes it from you, and now you're gonna force the floods. This might be devastation on the old vault hard.
Damn.
Whoa, it's not over yet, man. Wixel finds 2. Gets his kill as well. Purge, last man left alive. Oh my word, in and out he goes. Can't get the second. You're still
If Falcons
going.
win this, that would be insane.
You're not out of the woods yet, my friends. Good tags from Cammy. Lovely coverage, though, as the Falcons players...
That's a lot dead, though.
It's falling to pieces, baby. Boston are in. Final few moments. Vegas did what they could. Last attack. Last chance. Anyone to contest? Yes! For now.
Okay. They have rotations, but no one is there.
This is so tough. Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, there's no time.
Not gonna deliver in the clutch
Damn.
moments, and that is now
I mean, the Falcons were starting to bring it back a little bit. I think they just started to kind of like find their rhythm a little too late. They started a little too late there.
We just got broken on P4.
Yeah, the P4 break was. I mean, that honestly.
But I mean, I feel like that's pretty good map out of them for the most part. You know.
You can't say it's not getting better, but at what point do we go? All right, fellas, how many more roster changes can we make? We're running out of top tier Saudi talent. Maybe, I don't know. Tough camp to be in right now for the Vegas Falcons. S&D, of course, though, has been the bread and butter chance, but on a 14-map loss streak right now, this one might be tough. But again, great production across the board. We saw some magnificent moments. Wixel, absolute king of the hill there for his lads. Boston, though, from start to finish, looking pretty solid.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, maybe not super happy with letting Falcons get back into the mix, but maybe that's more credit to Vegas Falcons having.
All right, we got ourselves a post game interview with Hydra here. They might do that. I wouldn't be surprised. All right.
Carolina, we won 3-0. Quick match. Our search was really good for the most part. Some things we need to fix, but like nothing too crazy. I think we got really good at it. Respawn, I mean, we did our job. We got our slate. I think map 1, we won by 100. We take those. Yeah, the control was pretty good. We just played Carolina. We won 3-0.
There we go. Match. Nice little post game interview there from the Thieves. Nothing crazy.
Heard a shout out Turtle followed by shout out King Leonidas in back-to-back sentences. So only in the CDL are you gonna hear something like that.
Needs to trim on top of a bit. Yeah, it is a little long compared to what it normally is. I do like his hair when it's like a little messy like that. Though I think it looks good. I think it's a little long. He could probably shorten it up a little bit, and I think that would look better.
The most lethal threat, that is where they have, I believe, 3 of their 4 matches.
I mean, the Thieves might be the best looking team in the league overall. We're being honest here. Like, respectfully, they might be the best looking team in the league.
Very capable team. They will force you to play things correctly.
I will say though, Optic is kind of up there too.
Goods now on our way.
Optic, they got some good looking guys as well.
Hacienda hard point if we had to get to the 4, but we'll find out, folks. It's gonna be a tough one. Hacienda again, spicy new addition to the map pool here in halfway through Major 1 towards Major 2 now. It's gonna be a lot of fun seeing some more Hacienda, boys and girls. Let's find out though if the Hacienda can be as good as the Spanish
FaZe
for the Vegas Falcons players chance. Where are we going with this, mate? How you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have FaZe up there. Respectfully, nothing wrong with them. Just I don't know if I'd have them up there
unless you have those sort of individual like pop-out performances. If the Falcons players just continuously collect these first bloods, maybe they're going to have a fighting chance. But I just think with the adjustments Breach make in the middle of the rounds,
I don't know. I don't know if Cell has a lady.
I think they'll be at their best.
Well, this is the S&D looks so far in the season.
He might.
On the objective.
But that is fantastic.
Because everybody else on the team does.
Again, their success in the last
But I don't know about him.
14-ish maps hasn't been ideal, but this is a team that definitely know what they're doing. Of course, Saudi
I mean,
Arabia
I think-
for its search and destroy. It's basically what they play.
I think
mostly,
Dan is
so
the only one on the
again,
Thieves
there
that
is continual
doesn't have a
storyline.
lady.
We've touched upon it time and time again here in the league, and we will continue to do so.
I think Envoy has his girlfriend. Scrap has his girlfriend, and then Hydra has a girlfriend as well.
Middle East, that is not an easy thing to do. The US is very, very good at the respawn game mode. They have been for the longest of time, whether it's Hardpoint, whether it was CTF, whether it's Blitz, whatever the hell you played. Very good at it indeed. Overall,
And then
so far,
optic-wise,
though,
I think
7 and
only
10 for
Kenny
Boston in the S&D's
has a
charts.
girlfriend.
They're on a 3-map losing spree. Madrid was not terribly kind to them.
No, not at all, and that is why the record doesn't look as good as it once was. Because for Boston, second
Dude, Ken has been.
when they get the first blood.
Oh, he does. Yeah, Shotzi does. I forgot about
That is
that.
also why I said for
He does, you're
it's
right.
Incredibly important for Falcons to get them because even when they get the
Kenny's
first
been
blood,
getting pretty fit.
the worst team in the league, it's still managing.
Saw he's
to
been like
convert
working
the
out
round.
and stuff.
So
He's.
you're playing with fire.
It's
against
like
Boston,
when you
can
look
get
at
those
Kenny
bloods
throughout the
and-
stages
We'll see
of
the
his
opening
career, you
salvo.
could see like
Already in
the
corner. He's got
kind of like how big of a difference some of that makes. Because like when he was a rookie, he was pretty skinny.
Gonna be 2 fewer down. Already a beautiful little sequence here for Boston.
Oh yeah, Vegas Falcons got drop kicked by Boston there. A lovely start. Fast moves now with the bomb. Wixel's got a lot of work to do there. Cammy's going to cut him down.
That's a
Perfect
quick
opener
map
there from
one.
Boston Breach. The bang out works. You found the map.
Taking
you
notes
catch
from
those
Brett.
plays, the Vegas Falcons sprint.
Yeah, he's getting jacked.
Hit him with the drop kick, Marty Jannetty.
I don't know what you've just said.
Listen, it's an Action Bronson lyric. I want to say it's a WWE reference. I'm not super familiar with wrestling, but technically the perfect line, I believe.
I think you may have nailed it. We'll just we'll fix that in the edit. Nice job, Boston Breach in round 1. That was their attacking run as
I
well.
don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch.
Hitting fences real hard. See what they've got there on defense.
What do I
Can expect
have?
Vegas Falcons to bounce back in a big way. To whom will be our bomb carrier this time round, and it looks like he's going solo
I
towards
don't
that.
know. I'll figure something out,
The
I
school
guess.
slasher for this round of S&D. Spread the map, play for picks. Cornered up on the top side of the map, cornered up bottom secret, see if anybody overcommits, and waiting towards well. Boston, though,
This series is kind of a snoozer. I'm gonna keep it a
tossed
buck.
all their stuns. They have got no intel, and they know they have plenty of space.
I'm
taken
getting
on the
antsy.
map. I mean, Boston have eyes on literally everything, so they're comfortable.
This is
right
like the
now,
biggest
but
reason I
it
don't
does
like to
get
watch
given
probably
up.
like the other
The
matches
opportunity for Dahum to go for the
because
plant.
I just
Falcons
am
are
not as
snapping into
invested in the other
position.
matches as I am the Thieves
Will they
matches.
read the pressure coming
So
from
my
it?
ADHD kicks in and I get like
Seen a lot now.
I get
So
antsy.
Snoopy, the double back. King trying to eliminate the angles he has to worry about. Cammy, yeah, play that one slow and steady. Have yet to give the Vegas Falcons anything awakening though. Oh, a team that was already
The
hunting
timing.
for it. They went hunting and now
Oh,
Snoopy,
no.
the hunter. Oh dear, they're going to win their ones.
Oh,
they do.
no.
Shots. Last man left alive. King brought down from the inside.
that timing just
Great work from
exposed
Boston.
their entire setup right there.
You know, just to throw a little taste of the stats we saw earlier for the bomb plant percentage, like success rate for Falcons. They play a lot of vault, and that is you're just very confident about, hey, the only thing we're doing is running towards A and planting this bomb.
Oh.
It's very simple. Hacienda, again, you can play mind games. I think they had zero information on the map, and even with the A site being open, maybe just with the lack of hallway control, not comfortable getting the bomb down, not able to figure out what to do, and Boston Breach there to pick them apart. Hacienda is a tough one. It will force you to think.
Overthinking a problem as well. We've seen many players deal with that.
I'm sure a lot of these team changes, especially for Falcons, has kind of like made things even more difficult for them because they haven't been able to like
Now with full coverage,
keep a consistent roster, and like Roxas was their best player, and then he had some personal stuff going on, I guess, that
And I'm just seeing Purge.
kind of forced him to go back to Saudi. And I think like obviously when you're the worst team in the league, you're gonna have a lot of like a lot of changes happening, like a lot of changes just happening in general. But then you have the guy who's kind of doing everything for your team, and he has a personal thing that, you know, forces him to go home. That kind of makes things even tougher.
It could be. Exnid spots himself.
Predictions for your guys' match?
And with with absolute certainty. 10 seconds on it. Boston Breach.
I don't
close
know.
out
I think
another doozy.
I think it'll go the distance, but I think it'll still go in FaZe's favor just because of the whole Pred situation. I think Pred is still, you know, kind of not figuring it out, because obviously he's a pro, like he's a world champion, he knows what he's doing, but just like he's still getting back into the rhythm of everything. And when you're taking on the team who just won Major 1, like that's probably going to be a pretty tough task. So I think it goes the distance, but I think FaZe probably take it.
Now into its 4th round. Has it
I think
lost
once
any steam?
Pred
We'll
kind of
find
gets
out.
back into the swing of things, I think it'll be a 3-team league. I think it'll be us, FaZe, and then you guys.
No, we're going to hit that B-bomb site instantly, but so are the Breach Boys.
Okay, wide open bomb.
That is true. You guys
Trophy down, bomb
seem to
down,
be like
4v4,
FaZe's mental
next
block a
thing
lot
we
of
got a
times.
flank,
So
no pressure there.
I mean,
Boston squaring up through the
it
front.
definitely could go in your guys' favor. I just think with the whole Pred thing, that makes it a little
Absolutely
difficult.
knew the trophy was there on the nade throw, but we care not. Here comes the concussions over the top. To whom with a nice opener there on a Snoopy. The bomb trying to get the fuse, and that was an ambitious play there. And even Joe.
I mean, I would personally, I would love to see you guys get our trade. I'll be honest, I would love to see you guys win.
Falcons get the round.
But
There we go. Getting on the board, executing
We'll have
on
to
the
see.
bomb as well. Clean and easy as officials.
I'll be rooting for you,
in the
that's for
trade,
sure.
Rolling through. Shout out to the trophy system. Honestly, the real MVP, but King with some nice gunfight wins as well. I think maybe the only opportunity is if Cammy's able to deliver a 2-piece, but anytime an AR player trying to slide in through those doors, it can be a bit of a nightmare.
yeah,
So,
I agree. I think
first blood
Pred's energy
roll
is
through,
good. I
bomb
think it
goes
was just
down,
the
execution.
whole situation was kind of confusing,
That's the Falcons of old,
like
baby.
to me at least.
3-1, a very, very doable comeback. right
Obviously, none of us know, and it's not like we have a right to know what happened. I just feel like from from the information that was given to us and that we were allowed to know, it just makes it kind of confusing to me personally. But I just feel bad for Hook, because Hook has been on Optic several times, and he's been there for some difficult times, or to like help out in difficult times. I feel like he should be on a team right now, like 100%. Somebody should have picked him up. There's no reason that Hook shouldn't be on a roster right now.
Try to catch someone through top office, but whether or not that was the play, they got the first blood, and as you calmed Miles, Snoopy perfectly played there, gets the stun out, gets the intel.
Because he
reads
actually
the
played
deep
really
spot,
well at the
checks
major as
the
well.
close one, does everything right.
Well, compared
Again,
to
Boston,
the rest of the
as good
team,
as
I
around
mean,
can really get.
everybody kind of struggled for the most
Closing
part,
them
but
down right now. Going to be a square up towards A, but there were not going to be that many members on the ground floor, lads. They're all upstairs. Stun check's going to be there.
yeah.
Here come the nades. Snoopy
Yeah,
gets it.
that's why I think
Please go for
Hook
the
still
occasion.
deserves a
Looks
spot,
over
because
towards
I
the
mean
bomb site still. We
he
are
played
winning this
well.
one out, lads. Snoopy could have done with that nade a second earlier. He managed
I
to
just
get a
don't know
regen,
who
and
would
now
take
we're
him
all
at
back
this
to
point.
4v4 empty pockets on that side of the map.
I mean,
If we just coordinated those nades, they would have had a free kill or two. Now the problem is they got purged.
I thought if anything it would be Surge, but they ended up going with Neptune, so
In X-Nid, last man standing. We'll see if he can clutch the 1v3.
Well, he's just done for the drive-by. That's 2 pieces of intel given away.
and I
Great
don't
job.
see Falcons
Those
making a
poses going for it. I love
change
this.
for Hook,
Close
or I
them
don't see them
downstairs,
trying to
so
get
that's gonna
Hook.
be a moment we'll deal with in a second. But Xnid, this is doable.
LAG, I don't see them changing their team.
It is purge.
Boston, I don't see them changing either, at least not yet.
5-1.
They might like after the next major, but right now I don't see it.
Better Miles. Purge is on one, and S&D has been all
Cloud9,
year.
I don't see them taking
And I
Hook
gotta say, though,
over
that is just another perfect example.
over
We have
Kremper Mac
the
right
sort
now.
of,
Just because
CDL play at pro levels,
the team wise,
one-on-one
their team
classes,
chem,
session block spawns on
you don't want to
hardpoint,
change that.
especially on the money hills.
I feel like if you don't
know
need
what
to,
players are, if you get the intel with studs,
but
coordinate
you
those,
never know,
come
man.
together.
Because I do feel like
Damage,
Kremp deserves a
it goes
spot
through
as
the
well,
fact
so
what could have been?
it makes it tough.
Brutal.
For sure.
Brutal turn. Well, map point Boston to take the lead in the to push the lead even further in series. Excuse me. folks.
Minnesota,
Here we
maybe?
go.
But
Names
even
up
them,
and
they've
about.
they've
It was
played
A.
fairly
Trophies
well
are in
too,
place.
so I
The
don't
nades are
see,
all
they
in
wouldn't
their
make a
marks.
change either.
The stuns are there as well. Here comes Cammy, trying to find his 4th kill in a row. King will be the man. Whoa, but it's Wixel with the first blood. They're gonna snoop. Go on, son. Get on towards the bomb site.
Yeah, I think at this point, what's probably going to happen, honestly,
Okay.
I wouldn't be
This ain't
surprised
over yet.
if, like, next season,
Vegas.
Envy comes back, and
That's the gunny, though, and
Hook
there's
ends up being,
Cammy
like,
on
the
flame,
guy
making
for
the play.
Envy.
Whom in a 1 versus 2. He's got killer Cameron McGilligan to deal with, and he might just have the perfect read.
Or he had the perfect read, but it was all for Cammy to pick up the bomb and backpedal. Whom versus Cammy.
Yeah, I hope he does, too.
Cammy's found himself in a couple of Champs Grands finals.
I hope he does for sure. I really did think
Knows
Surge
what
was
to
going to
do
pick
with
him
the
up,
pressure.
so when they picked up
It's 30
Neptune, I was
seconds
kind of
to work with as
surprised.
And I tell you though, Cammy, excuse me, not gonna read this. But after clearing everything out, I mean, Whom is not gotten eyes on either bomb. He's intent on sitting in a corner in the depths of spawn, so you get the bomb down for free. How the tables turn, maybe a minor advantage here for Cammy.
Cammy has a sub and an AR now.
And Cammy
It's
doing
definitely
everything he can
playing
to
in
check,
his favor.
not get caught.
Look at
To
his
be able to-
eyes.
I know, man. He's turned. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Damn.
What a-
Doom started to make him
what
tweak, I
one
think.
That was. I'd be smiling too, man. You did a lot.
Yeah, optic shot C
Fed
versus
Dahum
Envy
well, a
Hook. Yeah, that
casual
would be
sip of
crazy.
the water and a defuse of the bomb. It's 5-2.
That would
That's
be pretty
insanity.
crazy.
I mean, I know how I would play the 1v1 in the future situation.
So
I'd
if
run
if
towards well,
the
lay
league
down,
expanded,
take a
who do
sip
we
of water,
think
and check bomb
gets
10, but
gets
Cameron,
spots?
Unfortunately, just gets a little bit too antsy. Has
Because I mean, I have
but
to be honest, I
those are
haven't
those
paid a ton of
moments in the
attention
1v1s when
to.
you have no intel. You just get nervous, like you.
I haven't paid a
imagine
ton
the
of attention to
possibilities. He could be
challengers, so
anywhere.
I don't know
He could
like
be
who's kind of
Frank,
up and
I
coming.
don't know what's going on. How come I haven't seen anything?
I don't know much
yeah,
about it.
So it goes.
So it goes. I had that set. We're like, oh, he's been in Champs Grand Finals. We're like, yeah, what?
I feel like if they
That's
bring
good
in
stuff,
Envy
though.
though, they're gonna have to bring in
Oh,
another
that's a lot
team
of
at the
intel.
same
Backs
time.
on up, watch the pinch.
I feel like
got
you
all the
can't
top
just
corridors
bring
full
in
of
one
three
team.
players. Now Snoopy sending it. Hello,
'Cause then it's
Snoopy.
not- then it's
Catches
not even.
napping, and now that trophy, the strongest opponent we've got so far here on the map. Snoopy can yet to
3v3.
best the machines. Purge.
Oh,
Whoa! Picks the winner. Somehow gets the kill. 2v2, 2v1. Xnid now. Somehow find this. Oh, I like that.
does he have a lineup?
Snoopy.
Oh my God, he hit him.
Perfect as well. Send it
Oh, he's not checking the left, though. Damn, dude. That nade actually landed.
Cammy makes up for the 1v1 against Whom. Eats a superb nade. Diffuses it. And we're going to a break after this.
Zuma's challenger team can make a comeback. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know people were talking about his roster.
Had the intel, knew where he was inside of you, and I just like the aggressive play. You know, you got to go get the kill, and frankly, for an AR player, you just want to take the angle before.
I mean, this
the guy
series
can,
is looking
get
like it's
out
going to
and
be a
get
quick
lost.
3-0 as well
Appreciate
here.
The aggression, heads-up gameplay from.
It's not looking ideal.
Which is exactly what we have come to expect from this squad, but most importantly,
Yeah, it's
the
kind of what
first
we were
bloods
anticipating now.
Flowing. 6 of them, they were able.
If we're
to
being
collect.
honest.
I think they converted every single one.
Every single one. Near enough. I'm not gonna claim that. That's not a stat I know, but 6-2, a very happy scoreline to see on Hacienda there for the Boston Breach boys. It's a couple of Bs so far. We're looking for a 3B performance if they can get it, but there we go, folks. Vault Control coming up in a mo. Miles and Chance are beside ourselves with how much fun this actually series has been. Can we see a big turnaround? I'm looking forward to some drawing conclusions of Bucket.
Thanks, guys. We're having a great time. That's a big finger you got right there. 2-0. This could be a fast night. So if you're thinking about asking that girl out, give her a call right now. Make a dinner reservation for 8. You'll probably make it with no problem. Allie, what is going on in the chat?
I don't know about a res, but you might be able to pick up something to cook for the night. What's going on right now? Well, Boston Breach is also cooking this Valentine's Day. Their Search and Destroy looks so good.
Yeah, I like what we saw.
News fest for day one. Yeah, definitely. That was the other reason I was saying I don't know if I'll keep streaming the rest of the matches because, I mean, these matches are kind of a, like you said, a snooze fest. And I feel like with me being Thieves Talk and streaming the Thieves matches, I feel like that's kind of what people watch the match or like watch the channel for when I'm live. Is they're mainly just watching it for the Thieves match, and then we'll have a couple people who stay and hang out for like the other matches that we do. But I think for the most part, when we watch the Thieves match, that's when everybody tunes in. So for me, it's like, well, that works because I'll just stream the Thieves match, and then once the Thieves match is done, we can pop off and everybody can kind of go watch whoever else it is that maybe they want to watch.
Product of like their very thin map pool. They love Vol because they played it so much, but then you play this is Boston's best hardpoint map, right? So you're forced to play them on it, and it is a narrow victory for Boston. But anyways,
yeah, I appreciate that, real.
Go into a search and destroy.
I'm glad you think so.
You're just giving things up. Like, what's up with the comms on this team? Fences is wide
I think
open, getting bombs down, you're just losing, getting flanked.
It's something that like I've obviously been working on. I'm very much like an introverted person, kind of like in daily life. So doing this and getting to chat with everybody and all that, I think kind of helps me out of my shell a little bit. And I think over time, I'll probably just keep getting better at being on camera and doing this whole thing. So it's definitely like a growing experience for me. But I'm glad that there's people like yourself who, you know, come in here and enjoy hanging out. Even if you're not a Thieves fan, you know, like I got respect for everybody. It's a competitive league, and obviously I want to see the Thieves win. But like, I get that not everybody's gonna be a Thieves fan, and that's fine. Like I'm good to have even like friendly banter and stuff like that, as long as there's like the mutual respect, you know. Like I'm good with everybody. I don't have any grudges unless there's a reason to have a grudge, you know what I mean? Whereas I feel like there's a lot of people online who it's like, just because I post something from the Thieves perspective, I get people bashing me because I was rooting for the Thieves, and it's like I didn't even do anything. I'm just watching COD, man. I'm enjoying my time watching COD.
You may start off with a loss today, but you got to take advantage because over the next 3-4 weeks, this is your time to earn your spot in a winner's bracket.
Exactly. I feel the same exact way. Like I'm not out here trying to clown anybody or shit on anybody because of who they root for or whatever. Like I'm a Bears fan. I know what losing feels like, and it sucks. It sucks. So I'm not gonna go around just like shitting on people because they have a bad team. Because most of the teams I root for are bad teams. So like I get it.
Please be Miles and Chance this time.
You rock. Not just his sweater, Chance's sweater.
Yeah, and I respect that.
That's pretty weak.
I think there's always good friendly banter, you know.
Walk 500 miles for you. I get it.
Oh, my guy Ross.
Your football team? Is it in your profile picture? I can't really see your profile picture from here. Is it the Saints?
No, that's Chance.
I need that as a cardboard cutout right here.
Chance is an underrated glow up, low key.
Let's send it to a live version.
Are you a Saints fan?
He's got a sweater on day one.
Okay.
Qualifier.
The Bears just got one of your guys' coaches as the defensive coordinator.
What was that mean for me 10 years ago? What are you trying to say?
Your beard is crisp. Like, you're just glowing now, man. Like, the confidence is there. Like, Chance, dude. Great glow.
All the way from blue shirt guy, I'll tell you that.
I just want to say that
I don't know much about the guy. I don't pay like a ton of attention to football.
In the camera roll.
So I'm not like too aware on
That's all we got to say. Take
all that stuff, but
walk 500 miles for.
The way it seems is a lot of people like him, so
great, you know, who's Valentine's Day.
Hopefully that's good for us.
The Vegas Falcons. And bad news, Chance, we do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Caleb pans out for sure.
Mr. Wheeler, that we didn't get to break down that crazy P4 spawn.
Yeah,
from the hard point. But
I think people were
tonight, I suppose,
jumping way too much to conclusions, saying that Jaden Daniels is, you know, 100% the better pick, and the Bears should have picked him, and blah blah. I'm like, dude, Caleb Williams had 3 different coaches within his first season in the NFL. Or I should say by his second season. Like, you can't really compare that. Like, you're going through different coaching styles and his first offensive coordinator didn't even like work with him for film and things like that. So it's just kind of like, what the hell?
Burge is making moves. So all right, we're learning. We're doing creative stuff in control. How well can this pan? Now you had a 2-man stack. That is gonna falter. If you get one tick, you're happy. If you get a
4 dead.
wipe, it is even better.
Stinky.
Purge, holding it down.
Oh, they're going absolutely for the jugular.
Yeah, I don't feel like he did bad at all. I mean, he broke damn near every Bears quarterback record, like rookie quarterback record. So, I mean,
still alive and kicking, and Snoopy still capturing the point. Second segment. See you later.
I'm so excited. We have seen so much vault control this year. Finally, a little bit of creativity off the opening break. You love to see it. You get 2 ticks of progress as well. And frankly, Boston,
Purge is frying.
keeping the pressure up, and pressure thy name is Purge.
Purge is frying.
He's got all the help in the world as well. I mean, this is a funnel system and a blender. It's a 7-life lead and 2 ticks of progress on the more difficult zone, and the blood on this map is still flowing.
It's endless. It's nothing but blood in the sand.
Yeah, Boston is kind of shooting right now. Awakening's 5-2, Purge is 4-3, Camby 4-3, Snoopy's only 1-1. He's had 2 engagements. Whoa. Whoa.
Battered and bruised. No hobbits in this lobby. We're gonna keep things moving in that B zone. I mean, they've been eyeing on it. It is so close to flooding down into whom.
How have they not gotten this B cap yet?
King was there waiting in the wings as well.
It was so close.
The idea from Boston, it is 10 lives.
If Cammy would have just stayed on it, I think they would have capped it.
If you just keep him off the point and let the game clock keep going, maybe Falcons could steal this one away.
It's not over yet, man. Purge back in it. Good shots. He's been the 2-piece machine.
3 dead from Falcons.
Dead for Boston. You gambled hard, boys.
I mean, the lives, it's only 3 life difference here.
Snake eyes. 20 seconds to go. This is not over yet. 9 lives for the Falcons, boys. 10 now for Breach. This is far from over.
This is great reposition. This is Boston. The gamble was just too large.
I don't know if I'd say it's far from over. In fact, it's actually pretty close to being over unless Boston makes a play.
Really worried about the catwalk. Things are going to get a little bit mixy. Clock stopped with 4.6 on it, but it stopped.
I mean, they're
on
getting a
2
lot of
zones.
kills
The
here.
is the last man standing, but Awakening has to stay alive. One
big kill.
To win, and he gets dropped in a 6v4.
2.9 on the clock. 3 segments captured so far. It's a 2-man stack. Guarantees at least 1. Exited. Nice job.
Yeah.
4 segments captured in the round. A round win would be ideal. Here comes the pitch. It's a little late. Awakening might be able to go absolutely tremendous. Steve and Joe traded out. Last few lives and an extra minute to go. Oh my word, folks. 3v3.
Nice.
And they just walked to B for free, and now you stay down. What? Oh, it contested, but whatever. You line up. That was... Oh, baby, around the control.
That's funny.
Boston take the first. A unbelievable series. What in the my word? I feel like that just
Dude, Vegas could have won that round there.
Falcons. So much going on. Made a couple of fantastic saves in the B zone, and then we became a sort of weird game of TDM, like a really tight 4v6.
Yeah.
They just
and
lost
now Boston's about to win 3-0.
Long routes, a
but
couple of missteps there, and
we might end the stream after this match because
it was long.
The matches are a snoozer so far. So,
yeah. I mean, well, for Boston, you know, they're just keeping the pressure up on B. You probably cut your losses maybe 30 seconds before they actually did to attack the A zone, but the fact that you just
I appreciate that really. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I don't want to leave like in the middle of the series. Like since I had already started watching the series, I don't want to leave in the middle of it. But I'm thinking Boston's probably going to win this map and close it out 3-0. So I figure once this one's done, I might call it a day. We'll be back live again for the matches on Sunday. I was talking to my girlfriend about it though. Like, there is a part of me that wants to do like kind of like a channel for like all of COD, not just like for the Thieves, but the problem is, in some regards, it's already kind of hard to do some of the Thieves content, and then having to like double down and do like the entire league as well. That might make it a little tough to get some of this stuff done the way that I would like to.
Covered so much of the map, but the map now a little bit open up for Falcons.
And there's already so many people that basically cover the whole league. That's like the only reason I don't really want to do that. Like, you got the flank covering the league. You got Breaking Point. They kind of do stuff for the whole league. And then you got even like the Optic guys. They watch party all the matches and stuff. So I feel like if I were to do a similar type of thing, it's just very saturated. You got Jake Maverick covering the whole league. So I kind of like that I'm a little more specialized in covering pretty much only the Thieves.
And you can see again the faces of the Falcons right now. It's getting stressful. Who's leading? What's the game plan here? Let's get a guaranteed zone.
I just feel like the hard part is because it's only the Thieves, it's a little more niche. You know what I mean? Like it's a little more like
those captures. Good job there, Cammy.
It's mostly going to be like Thieves fans who end up like following. Obviously not all the time. There's obviously times for, you know, other fan bases if they wanted to watch, like, absolutely can. But I feel like more often than not, like it's going to be mostly Thieves fans who are tuning in. And so like when it comes to growth wise, like if I were to do more of an entire league thing, that would probably help. But at the same time, I pay way more attention to the Thieves. I know way more about the Thieves. Like it's just it comes naturally, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, and I appreciate that. I really do. Because I'll tell you what, I did not expect to have really anybody outside of these fans kind of come and hang out as consistently as you do. So it definitely means a lot to me. This chair is getting uncomfortable though. I need to get a better chair to help me sit here for longer days.
It's cooking up something a little bit strong here on the defensive end.
Wow, but Awakening finds a couple. 5 now in a row for King. 30 seconds to go.
I genuinely just feel so bad for the Falcons. Like, I think everybody wants to see them win. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if the teams playing against them wanted to see them win sometimes. You know?
Dancing around. Second segment gone. We're looking at a minute on the game clock if they don't get it stopped.
Nice
ripped.
Cammy. Not easy to get a
Totally
player off
ripped.
those stairs, but again, gentlemen on one side, not pulling a Paco there in that moment. Now you got plenty of time. Minute 24 on the clock, even on the life count. These are the moments that can make or break you in control. And Exit with that pick, Falcons certainly have the advantage right now in this round.
We've got to call it pulling a Paco from now on. That is criminal. Oh yeah, man. All right, over towards the B zone. 16 lives to get it done, Boston. Now you got Exit in your back line.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely fair. That's completely fair. I mean, I know when the Thieves lose, sometimes that kind of like messes up my whole day, kills my whole vibe, you know?
He's got a long way to go before he can really get this pressure on.
So I completely understand.
Middle of the map stacked up and great nades to take down Snoop. Now they just have to read the flank pressure.
I mean, Vegas is up in lives here, and Boston has to take B.
Weeks on a 4 in good position over towards ammo as well. I mean, the minimap is perfectly coordinated right now for the Vegas Falcons.
Oh, we've said that before, though, in the past.
Are the Falcons about to win around here?
Back to Old Faithful. Good stuff out of Exnid. Not as explosive or dynamic in the kills department as we've seen him statistically, but now trying to get the job done. The Boom. Oh, lovely stuff by the B Street.
I mean, only 5 lives for...
Ooh. That's bad news for the PDW users. Final 3 lives from Boston, and Vegas have absolutely brought this back.
That's a
Damn.
super solid round on defense.
Okay.
Credit where credit is
Vegas
due.
gets a round win here.
Has been winning some wicked gunfights, so his Valentine might just be the aims in hand. Drop shot earlier on. Nice little 180 on the guy, top ammo, and he's in the movies as well. And got the best play.
I was actually enjoying playing ranked last night with my brother. It was a vibe. I can't lie.
This is the drop shot.
Yeah, it's awakening of the transition.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it.
Nice shots. Good work.
I respect it. They're battling.
Pressure still on there for the Vegas Falcons. It is match point. Good luck.
Right now, I am
what
gold
they need for
2.
Boston.
But that's just because
Tremendously comfortable. Or at least they
yesterday was the most I've played probably in like
Gotta see if
a
they
month
can
or 2.
pull anything out and deliver.
It's
Not gonna
genuinely
be
just
easy.
have not
It's
really
here,
been
gonna
playing
go for
with all the
standard.
hackers and stuff
Maybe
like
this
that.
will be a
But
big hit. We're
I
taking
played with
routes
my
to
brother
go
last
down
night.
low, and Witzel's
He's
working out with
diamond,
bombs, so yeah,
which
here we go.
I think
Falcons getting a little
if
bit
I played
creative, too, but
consistently,
look at the
I could be
setup
up
there.
to
Coming
about
in from
diamond.
Boston breach. 2 players posted back and look for it.
You're plat 1, nice.
They got picked apart.
Do you play solo or do you like queue with
Good stuff,
do you
Alex.
queue with
It's
people?
Holding it together, son. Counter attack now on.
Because I basically won't play by myself. It's just not an enjoyable experience for me.
7. Nice work. He's got no bullets in his aims. He's managing to pick up one off the floor there, but it's not going to be enough. The capture continuing there on the B zone. Halfway through it, here comes a trophy. Oh, shots in from Snoopy. He got that one that time, and now the coverage. You're in on the zone. You're safe for now. Immediate transition from the Falcons over towards A, and a segment's gone there as well. These lads are absolutely cooking.
Hey, you know, I gotta say, not as good or more pressure as the
They're starting to find a flow here.
on the B zone for round 1, but they cut their losses and go over towards A instantly.
Oh, yeah.
That's the type of swing you love
That's
to
the hard
see
part.
in
I
game
really
mode.
only play with my
Into
brother.
room,
Like
continues
if
to
I
collect
play,
edge.
I wait until
Shots.
he's able to
Once
play,
again
and then I
on
play with
Cammy,
him.
and the B pressure is here.
I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful round so far. Vegas keep
If he's not playing, I probably end up
there's
not playing.
Whistle brought down. Nice shots there from Cammy. Oh, King get it done there with a PDW at a little bit of range. It's a swaggy weapon still in the hands of the best of them. Back over now, we slow things down for Boston. Maintaining quite a deep defense though. If anything goes wrong, they're still stuck in spawn. Vegas, what have you got?
They got a player in secret. Boston right now had 2 players in.
Yeah, man.
That's diabolical.
I could try and add you on
Snoopy shooting toes.
Activision or Blizzard or whatever. If I'm ever playing and we need to get a squad together, we could probably figure something out.
Coordination is there, but you absolutely want to
I'm more than down.
Snoopy doing just that.
Ah, that's so tremendous, man. It was incredibly close to the second segment being secured. Single life lead though for the Falcons right now.
The only thing is I don't play a ton. I would like to play more, but especially when I'm trying to do like the different videos and stuff, sometimes that ends up taking up like most of my time.
The zone once again, just a sneaky player runs on through. The Whom now at range. Wixel finding kills as well. Can you keep the capture going? You sure can. Here comes Snoopy, trying to stop it.
Vegas is getting the kills right now.
Alive for the Falcons, yes. The second segment in the bag. Here we go.
Okay, bet.
Another gunfight win gets the trades. Cammy's gone. Take a progress nearly through. Snoopy
Oh my
awakening.
God.
Gotta go all up to Snoopy. Last ditch effort. How quick is his movement underneath? Can't survive,
Dude.
and Falcons have forced
Vegas is
the round
Vegas is
5.
battling right now.
And this is interesting, man. On the map win hardpoint, they had the P4 to get themselves back in the game. They got the entry kills, just didn't absolutely block those back spawns. Map gets broken down, you lose by 50 points. Here we are, down 2-0. You lose the Mixie situation in the round 1, one that you had great chances to deliver on. So they have failed and faltered.
Okay, I just added you.
They've done enough.
Just added you
Forced
on
the
Discord.
Round 5, Miles. The potential is absolutely here.
Wahali, round 5.
Yeah, for real.
Falcons, you've
I'm
done
like,
so
dude,
much.
really? They're actually starting to come back? Hey, what's up, buddy?
Just throwing
Welcome
this out there.
back.
I didn't keep track of the tick difference, but just round 1, Cammy being able to capture the B zone before the lights
Falcons
fell.
are battling, trying to keep me on the stream here.
King just saw a concussion shoot right past his head. Good news. Awakening gets the end.
I said I thought Boston was going to win this map, and here goes Falcons. They start frying.
It's going to flood, too. Snoopy maybe wants to work the pitch, but with this much pressure...
King is 28 and 23.
Get some of these exit kills, but Snoopy doesn't deliver. Xnid gives you 2. So now you got a 4 life advantage. You got every kill you wanted on the mini-map, and the A-zone falls. Plenty of time in a perfect situation for Falcons.
Oh my gosh.
They're flowing towards the B zone. Last man in there. The Whom getting the capture. Trophies now in place. He's still doing it alone. Has to wait for the reinforcements as well. Boston Breach will be first into the fight. Here we go. Nice work there with the nades as well. Exit sends it forward. Can't get a kill on Awakening. This zone stays safe.
Still though, 6 life
The
lead.
way
Keeping
Doom
pressure on the
sits
map.
looks like it
Looks
can't be
calm.
comfortable.
Everybody else running
Like,
towards
you can
mid,
tell he's so
even down
locked.
towards secret. You're not in any type of hurry. You're looking for good execution, and you're just looking for the trades on Snoopy.
Like, he is.
Unfortunately for the Falcons, Snoopy
He's
took
in
2
it,
to the
dude.
grave before he fell, and now to whom the only player with any degree of space on the
Yeah,
map,
Exnit is.
lost in spawn.
Good news though to whom.
He's looking pretty good.
He stayed strapped now on this side.
He
of the map.
struggled in that
Boston,
map 1, but
You've got to deal with him. Go for
seems
a
like
little
he's
bit
kind of
dance
finding a
around,
rhythm
maybe catch him
now.
out. Mid-map presence there being felt on the other side of the board though. Cammy, oh, he's a problem right now. The shots are fantastic, and this is going to make capturing the B zone exceptionally difficult. Covers Snoopy, allows him to get in a position. And there it is. Top art has been cleared out. Purge finds Dahum. This is a huge turn for Boston.
Yeah, and Cammy's positioning, all what he's saying to his teammates is they are spawning P2. They're going to be flooding through the right side of the map, Awakening on it towards line. Ready for the mid-map pressure. Dahum drops him, but the funnel system is going to continue. You had 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the game clock. Falcons now down to less than a
Who's in the back, though?
He's managed to snip on through, as has Exit, so that P2 side of the
Uh-oh.
map is bust wide open. Exit finds 2. You've got a man down low.
And they
It's on
killed
Snoopy to
Cammy.
stop these players getting towards
Oh.
the zone. Over to the spawners. King can't get anything done towards the zone. Exit trying to stay alive.
Big
and
kill
bottom
from
out, and I
Snoopy,
think
though.
Boston, they might be able to pick this play apart. Onto the capture. Here we go. 50% the way through B. Dahum with the kills from down low. Gets
Dude,
another
no
one.
way.
And that's the second segment gone. Eyes on the next wave of players, and you're holding it together. What the Falcons! Go on the Falcons!
No
Get those
way,
kills.
bro.
That's a massive turn.
What?
Sweeping control.
Oh
They
my
are on
gosh.
the board, Miles on the board. Second respawn win of the year. First it was FaZe, now it's Boston.
Dude, come
The
on
Titans,
now.
one by one are falling. And honestly, a beautiful
That's
constructed
crazy.
game. You saw the round 1 just super mixy. Characteristic and atypical for the Bees.
Boston might be checked now.
Like that. When things became stock and standard, Falcons
Boston
handled the
might be
mini-map
checked.
so well. They delivered time and time again. Those are not easy moments, and that is a super solid win. They were able to collect.
Vegas
Dahum.
ended up winning
Shoot
that.
has gone 12
match.
assists, 29 kills, and 41
Was not expecting that.
damage. Cammy might have
Yeah.
one-upped them on the kills overall, but that was a first half of the game, second half of the game kind of situation. And Exon as well, 21 kills on the offensive
Damn.
end. Not too shabby. Impressive stuff coming out of Ace.
Well, now I feel like I need to watch the next map.
1337. You kids probably don't even know what that means. Well, it was a good looking vault from both teams at times. Boston started things off fantastically, and then you just let slip. You left the window open, and what happened? The Falcons flew right in. They took care of business. That was 3 straight rounds for the dub. Good for those boys. We'll see if they can keep it all
Crazy,
going.
bro.
We're going back to Hacienda for another hard point now, and I'm sure Boston are licking their chops at the prospect of a bit of tasty bird for lunch over there. But yeah, great stuff, man. I mean, Vegas, we saw some really good rounds. Chance with that 8.
No, I know,
transition
real.
was always
I
very
know.
Fast. It was super decisive on that, despite the efforts of Cammy. Massive work in the kills department. Vegas looking good.
I would say like the B zone to A zone capture you mentioned. For the
I just hate
Falcons,
like
that's
I
sort of
hate
like the stop
leaving
and
in the
stand,
middle
or
of a
stop and stand,
series.
excuse me, like
That's the
high
only
level
thing.
play. You cut your losses a beat. You're
Like if
happy
it's
that you
between
can
series, that's
force
one
the
thing.
action over towards the A
But like
zone,
mid-series,
sort of normal things first.
especially if people
And I would
are
say that
in
sort of
here and they're
game plan for
vibing right
Falcons,
now with this.
Every single time something
I don't
was
wanna just
normal,
cut it short,
handling
you
the
know?
route super well. I
But
think one of the weirder things maybe we saw was them
I'm
just
thinking
sending
Boston
so
probably
many
slams them on
players
this
into
next
that
map,
back
so
guard, and like really
it might
as a
still be
full
fine to
team
just
going for the
call it
spawners,
quits.
letting it make mixy. And that was to deliver moments like this where Boston just aren't expecting another player.
At this
to be
point, I
behind
would
them.
I would love to
They
watch
exit
party
the
the
pieces, and you keep that
optic
pressure
match for
going,
you,
but
so that way
all the hype in
so
the
that way we
world,
can hang out still. But I also know if you want to just kind of lock in on your match, that's fair too. But we'll be live again on Sunday watching Thieves take on Falcons. Probably going to be another quick one. That day, it depends on
very different specialist stim shots. You know,
how long the
different worlds
matches
must
go,
suffice.
but
Yeah,
I
this
should
is
be
gonna
able to
a
watch
tough
all
one
the
for the
matches
Falcons
that
boys.
day.
Indeed, given what we've seen out of Hardpoint for them. So
Depends,
breathe
'cause
all that, you know,
my girlfriend and I are
excitement
supposed
out.
to be
Let's
going
go ahead
to
refocus for
Joshua
what will
Tree.
be a
We're
very,
driving
very
out
tough game
once
at
she's
Hardpoint.
off
And for
work.
Boston, again, it's
So it
salivating
kind of
for prospects
depends
again to
on
dive into another respawn
how long
and,
the matches
maybe
take
close out the series.
and when we decide to
We
leave.
obviously
But
saw the Hacienda for the map number 2 where Boston's
the Thieves do play first match that day, so we'll be live around the same time as we were today. So be on the lookout for that if you guys are gonna stop by, hang out. Once again, if you haven't, I strongly suggest going and checking out the History of LA Thieves episode 2 video that is out right now, and it took me a while to get that edited and finished up, so I would appreciate if you guys go give that a watch and maybe even like it. Let me know you guys enjoyed. We got the Vanguard season up next, so that episode should be pretty good, but since we're mid-season, it might take a little bit of time before I kind of get to working on that again, just because this stuff kind of takes priority. But I'm real excited for all that. And yeah, I appreciate everybody who tuned into the stream today.
It was great. That was a great game of vault control. That was like harking back to the first month of the game, that December, where every vault was like a 3-2 bang out.
No, I was just saying it, like,
Digress, folks.
to get to hang out while the match is going.
Vegas taking on Boston still as the series goes to at least a Hacienda.
Yeah, man, if you haven't watched it, if you haven't watched the first History of LA Thieves video, I have that as well, so you can watch both if you're interested. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream. I know it's mid-map now, but yeah, good luck to Falcons. Hopefully they're able to kind of close this one out and close out the win. But I'm gonna hang out with my girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Good Valentine's Day as well for anybody who is celebrating. And yeah, appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Hope to see you guys on Sunday as well. Have a good one, guys.
Was Snoopy, and look what he does with that life.